Hey everyone, this is Rob,
Hey, Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast and everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meep.
Merp.
Merp.
All right, so this week up on the docket, of course, as always, we will be starting off with our updates, what we have been going into this week, playing and making videos and stuff like that, and then we'll be going into the games update. Just kidding,
Yeah,
no
still no
update,
update.
no update yet
But
again.
yeah, to make up for that, we have a special guest this week. Again, we have Elliedd joining us.
Yeah, big shout out to Ellie. Hopefully you enjoyed being on the podcast, and also all of her socials are, of course, are in the description and stuff like that. So make sure to check her out. She's a great streamer and content creator. So
And singer. Check out her
apparently
singing.
she's just the best at everything.
She literally is.
Yeah. But anyways, as always, there are timestamps, so feel free to skip ahead or to any part that might be more interesting than our updates because my section will be brief, so I won't feel bad if you skip ahead.
Yeah.
And but yeah, then we'll get into some Q&As. Obviously, that's kind of what most of this is going to be because there is no update. But either way, it's a long episode because we did have the gracious guest on. So
Yeah, the Ellie portion is 2.5 hours.
yeah, hopefully we'll be back to more typical stuff in the following weeks. But anyways,
hmm
I think people are enjoying the
I I like
guests.
having
So
the guest on. The only bad thing is it's just a lot more editing, but
yeah,
it is really fun talking to everyone and stuff.
yeah. Let us know if you enjoy having the guests on as well,
And
and
who
we'll
you'd want to see as a
yeah,
guest as well.
potentially we can reach out to more people if that's something that people are enjoying.
Yeah,
But anyways, before we get into any of that cool stuff, Michelle, how's it going?
it's going well. I haven't leveled a single thing this week.
Nice. So you're
Not
almost getting max.
before the end of the year, right?
Yeah, before the end of the year, you still have time.
Not for the lack of trying though. I've been like fishing a lot. I'm almost 96 fishing, but not quite there. I'm like 100K, which is like 16 hours of barbarian fishing or something like that. And then I haven't been playing leagues as much. I've still been playing it. I was kind of doing a lot of barrows because still not rune rank, still really want rune rank, and I'm running out of time. But like every outfit is 80 points, and if you get them all, I think it's like 200 points. So I'm missing like three pieces, one from like three different outfits. So, kind of working on that a little bit. Just while I was fishing and editing earlier, I was doing that. But yeah, I'm still like 2,700 points away. So I should just like look up and like Reddit and see what people thought were super easy points and just do those, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be the best. But yeah, I was playing my main more this week. I was doing some tobs. We did not get any purples. We definitely probably did like at least 12 tobs this week. Just
Huge.
feels like we should have a purple. I got some CAs done, like I did melee only Jad, and I did denying the healers, which I didn't realize is a Grandmaster CA, so I'm excited about that. I had to bait Jad into the northeast corner, and then whenever the healers start spawning from the south, you just go and like shoot them all, and then get Jad from far away.
Is it just so they don't heal him a single time?
Yep, they didn't heal him a single time.
Okay.
Surprisingly easy for a Grandmaster CA, to be honest. So that was really cool. I thought it was definitely just a master, and I was like, all right, dope, we take this.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and then I got some random collection log slots on the main. Like, I've complained about this a lot on the podcast. I finally got the fish barrel. It's 1 out of 400 from Tempe, and it took me like I got it like at 780. So you
Nice.
got that within the first 100.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
He literally got it like the week of release. We made a video of him doing 100. He got it. So I'm happy to finally be catching up like 2 years later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing main things. Uh, as far as like other CAs go, I was trying to get like Jad and Thermi for CAs, and I finally just got assigned Thermi last night. I got Smoke Devils.
Nice.
So that's what I'm probably going to be going for on Friday. I have one single Thermi KC, so hopefully the CAs aren't too hard. They sound like they're pretty chill. One of them is literally just getting 20 KC, so
That's pretty tough.
yeah. And that'd be really cool if I could get Spoon something there, like the pet. I don't know. I can't
I mean,
really.
there's really nothing else that it drops besides the pet.
Yeah, I already have the
So,
occult.
yeah.
So yeah. So that'd be nice. But I also just got Spoon Serb, which is another Slayer boss, so kind of feels unlikely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having fun being back on the main. And whenever I do leagues, I am still enjoying it. I think I'm letting people get to me a little bit with being like the leagues is basically over because it's making me overthink it, being like, why am I still playing? It feels like no one's playing, and I have to remind myself, oh, I want rune.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
why.
there's still a lot of people playing, so
There is still a lot of people playing. Yeah, like I play with Megan still, but other than that,
anything else?
I've been playing shorts out every day. I haven't made a video, but I recorded stuff to make like a quick little farming guide on like what to do every day.
Yeah, because you haven't really done well, you've done videos on like the daily stuff you do, which includes farming, but that
But I
was
didn't
also
do
years
just
ago as
farming.
well.
Yeah, I've updated it since then. That was just what I did every day. That's
Yeah.
whenever I used to do herb containers or herb boxes.
Herb herb
Boxes.
pouches, herb seed packs.
It wasn't seed pack. No, from I'm talking about from Nightmare Zone.
Oh yeah, herb boxes from Nightmare Zone,
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to go and do that every day, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you used to be more poor and not do raids every single day,
Yeah.
so
And I also at the time didn't have 99 stats, so Nightmare Zone was nice in general.
yeah.
Now Nightmare Zone feels like, why am I going here?
Yeah, it kind of does feel like not necessarily a trap, but like something that people maybe newer or really early on that don't know what to do because it kind of just seems like as soon as you're done imbuing things, like there's kind of no point to go there because you're just gonna level stuff through Slayer anyways.
Yeah, I wish I'd started the Slayer grind earlier. I
Yeah,
started it weirdly late.
yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully I'll have a new video on that sometime. It's just been a busy week cuz the holidays. And yeah, I think that's it for like game stuff. Oh, and I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3.
BG3.
Again, my second playthrough. Robert actually got BG3.
Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Ninja, one of our mods. They actually gifted it to me, even though I told him not to. But either way, it's been fun. I originally like played it and wanted to refund the game because I hated certain aspects of it.
It like low-key ruined half of his day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
I like didn't even want to talk to him about it because I was like, he's very upset.
Since then, I decided to just like think about the game in a totally different way. So now I'm just playing like I'm essentially treating it like kind of like a joke. Like I was like initially treating it more seriously, kind of like how a campaign would be.
Yeah.
But
I
the
think that
fact
your
that
in real life experience with D&D made it harder to enjoy the game because you're just comparing it to the in real life.
I don't think so at all. I
Nah?
think that's just the way I like to play the game.
Okay.
And I just had to think about it is not Dungeons and Dragons, it is a video game, and just because it is similar doesn't mean that you can play it similarly.
Mhm.
And so with that in mind, I just like made a character that's like a complete everything about it is like a joke. Like I'm not taking it seriously at all. But
You're not taking Young Hot Stud seriously?
yeah, my character's name is short for Young Hot Stud.
What is it again?
It's YU for young and or YOU for young and then HO for hot and then S for stud. So it's UHOS.
Yuhas.
Yeah,
Young Hot Stud.
young hot stud. But anyways, he's a wizard sorcerer, level 2 sorcerer, level 1 wizard so far and
Oh, and you have some cool mods that you got as well.
yeah, so I downloaded a few mods. I didn't really want to play the game without mods.
I still haven't added any mods.
Not because I wanted to play in like a really weird way, but because I wanted like the extensibility of regular D&D because only for anyone that doesn't know Baldur's Gate can only go to level 12.
Mhm.
And for a lot of wizards and spellcasters, while it is balanced around you being level 12, a lot of the cool parts about spellcasters are after level 12,
Mhm.
like being able to like cast like really sick spells are like level 15 plus, so you'll
Yeah.
just never see those really cool spells. And so I downloaded a mod that allows me to it's funny because I say that, but since I'm multi-classing, I don't even know if I'll ever be able to get up to level 15 in a single class.
Maybe.
But anyways, I downloaded a mod that allows you to go level 20, which is the actual normal max level.
Does it like add those cool spells though?
Well, it's funny you say that because if you also download the other add-on that's called Spells 5e, then it adds
Oh.
all of the Dungeons and Dragons 5e spells as well.
Okay. I was like, what's the point if you don't get the spells?
Yeah, so you do download both, and then you do get both, and also I made it so the leveling curve is more natural from 1 to 20 instead of it just being like progressively further and further apart between levels. It like kind of makes sense where it's like you get more levels early on, and then they start to separate, but it makes more sense.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, I also got one that makes it so this is kind of like the only real cheat add-on, and it's not really a cheat on. I just got it because I think it's cool,
Okay.
and it gives you an extra feat every level. Usually, you only get 4 feats once every fourth level, and this one just gives you 4 times as many. So you will be stronger, but it's just because like some of them are interesting. Like,
More feats makes you a cheat.
yeah, exactly. I
So the
mean,
saying goes.
if you wanted to metagame it, you could like make it so like I only choose all the coolest feats or whatever, but I just got it because some of the feats are cool and some of them are
Mm-hmm.
useful and some of them are powerful. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I just played that a little bit. I'm about to kill a whole bunch of goblins, but I haven't been playing that as much because I'm still playing Path of Exile. I'm on to my like fourth or fifth character.
Yeah, you just made one the other day because you were annoyed, right?
Yeah, I was just kind of I was playing my it was a Scourge Arrow of Menace build, which is
I
it's kind
forget that
of
you said their name last week.
yeah, it's kind of cool because it's like you would like shoot your arrows and stuff and it'll poison the enemies and the poisons stack up and the enemies get poisoned to death over time.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like how long it took to kill certain enemies. It was a very tanky build, so that was cool. But also the top end of the build, it was like I don't know. It just wasn't really what I was looking for in a
Yeah.
build that I wanted to invest a lot of time into. So I swapped over to now I made a new character. It's a strength stacking berserker using the skill Rage Vortex of berserking.
Everything in this game sounds so
Yeah,
extra.
it does. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I just finished the campaign. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
That I don't want to go further into it because no one will know what it means, but yeah, it's pretty fun. It's you essentially just create like a giant blade storm around your character that follows you around.
There's kind of like a spell like that in Baldur's Gate. It's like a dagger storm or something.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Whenever
Yeah,
you said something about it yesterday, I was like, that sounds like the same one in BG3.
yeah. It's really like funny gameplay because you just like shout and then use the skill, and so there's a blade storm around you, and then you just walk around and enemies die
Yeah,
because
that's
they walk into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's much weaker in BG3.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I've been up to. I still haven't played any RuneScape in a little bit, just because I just haven't
Not
felt like
feeling
it.
it.
Yeah.
Any in real life? Oh, he has
No,
like the
not
week
really.
off, so
Yeah,
that's been really
yeah.
cool.
I've just been at home.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, we could tell him about our fancy Christmas dinner.
Oh,
We made us so much stuff.
yeah. We did make a lot of stuff.
When it, okay, let's say everything we made. Is that okay?
Sure. I mean, it's not super interesting. We got like
I just
a
want to
fake
say it.
roast
Fake
from
ham.
a fake. Well, yeah, a fake
Is a roast a
ham.
ham?
I think a roast is usually beef.
Okay, well, it wasn't a roast then.
Yeah, a fake ham, and then I made garlic potatoes as well as mac and cheese, as well as dinner rolls, and we also had dessert from the other day, which was we actually have so much dessert. We have a cheesecake as well as ice cream, as well as like pumpkin bars, so many
And then
things,
apple
and then
pastries
apple
and
pastries.
tons of candy.
Yeah, we actually received a package from Alfresco, one of our longtime mods.
Shout out Frisco.
Shout out Alfresco.
I
And
ordered
there was a
cute.
lot of candy in there.
Yeah, I just ordered cute capybara stickers from their shop, and they're like, I was gonna send you Christmas stuff anyway, so I got a bunch of candy from England.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was just I think a fairly traditional meal. We had some asparagus as well.
Yes, very healthy vegans here.
Yeah.
I
It was honestly probably a pretty typical meal for most people.
like hearing people's Christmas meals or like just holiday meals in general to see like what kind of stuff people
Let
make.
us know what you had for
Yeah,
Christmas.
what'd you have?
But I think that's enough about me. We could probably move on to
The Q&A already?
the Q&A because
Jesus.
yeah, like I said,
14 minutes in, ready for the Q&A.
there's no update
I
and
know.
this is already a giga long episode.
This is so
So,
funny though.
figure we might as well get over with it.
Yeah. So we have mostly RuneScape questions and then one in real life question.
All right.
Okay. So first from Hariger over on Discord, what are the best and worst updates of the year since OSRS' release? Oh, first updates of the year. So we didn't look that up. I thought it was just updates. With Ellie as well, I just said, what are the best and worst
All right.
updates? So we're just going to answer updates.
Because this requires research, we will answer the real question next week,
if we remember.
but we will answer
Overall.
what you thought it was this week.
Okay. Should we. Well, two things we could do. Should we say what we think the best was this year or the best and worst of all time?
Probably the best and worst of all time.
Okay. Also, Harger's answers are the best is Dragon Slayer 2, and the worst has to be Eating in the Bank from January 2019, and that was the one that you can now eat food, drink pots, and equip items from your inventory while at the bank with the interface open.
Really?
I
I thought that
love
was
that update.
yeah, I thought that was pretty decent quality of life.
To be fair, they did say of the first update, so maybe all the other ones are exciting,
Yeah,
but that's an update I use literally every day. So I love
yeah,
that update actually. Of all time, best updates is hard. I know we're not answering your question, so I'm sorry.
yeah,
I feel like it would have to be like maybe the first raid, like Chambers, because it kind of just like changed the PVM scene. I wasn't like doing late game PVM whenever it came out. It came out as I was starting the game. But like because of that, we got TOB and we got TOA and we got all these other things, and it really just started out raiding in the game.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's like a basic answer, isn't it? Just saying a raid.
yeah. I guess so, but I mean, yeah, why not?
I do genuinely think it's like probably the best, most game changing one.
Yeah. Honestly, this would be a difficult question anyways, but I think of all time is even more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you know your worst, or do you want me to say
Worst of all
my
time.
best?
I guess we'll only say like huge ones, right?
Yeah,
We won't
sure.
be like this tiny one. They changed the quality of life and I didn't like it. Worst updates would maybe be. I'm trying to think of anything like PvP related, low key, because I'm like not into PvP.
Yeah,
But there's no PvP ones I don't like. Damn, I'm such like a yes man at this game.
yeah. It's really
I'm trying to
unfortunate.
think anything that I don't like, and I like it all.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything. I mean, do you have an answer?
yeah.
So I could keep thinking?
I was thinking of them for a while, but it was honestly really hard without having them in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Sorry.
decided to go with two balancing updates for my good and bad.
Oh.
I think my good one was the they could easily swap places for me as the best or the worst, honestly. But probably the best one in my opinion is them finally nerfing the blowpipe.
The best?
Yeah, probably the best. Just because, yeah, I think that was
It was
like
busted.
way too dominant. Like it was better than everything except for the Tebow in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
cases. Even on the same level as the Tebow in some cases, which is didn't make any sense considering at the time when they nerfed it, it was only 3 mil.
Oh my
So
god.
I don't know what they were thinking or why it took so long, but that's probably the best because it needed to happen.
Yeah.
And also the worst is them introducing the Fang into the game.
That's such a hot take.
Yeah,
Wow. The entire
I
raid or
hate
just
that
the
weapon.
Fang? Just the Fang.
Just the Fang. Maybe it could
Dang.
have been the update after where they nerfed the Fang
But they didn't nerf it enough.
because they didn't nerf it into the ground. I mean,
Okay,
ridiculous,
fair.
ridiculous.
I kind of thought of one for the worst, but it wasn't really an update. Something that just like annoyed me was how long they talked about ruinous powers and then didn't put ruinous powers out.
Yeah,
That was
that was definitely one of the biggest baits of the entire career of the
yeah.
game.
Now that I've been like doing ruinous powers, I really like it, but like me liking it aside, it was just like the amount of time. I mean, they probably also feel like it was a waste of time, you know.
Yeah, I
But
mean, they
like
talked about it for months.
the amount of time that we talked about it for months on the podcast and stuff, and then it never happened. It was just like, what was the point of all that?
Yeah. Also, the fact that like they I get what they were doing because, like, a lot of their updates are like, oh, we only really want to pull stuff and then have that go through. But then they'll do those things where, like, they do, like, they'll word polls in such a way where it's, like, irrational to say no towards it.
Yeah, and that's kind of how the prayer book was.
And yeah, that's kind of how they did that, which is, like, why I think it got so far and, like, was
It got
eventually,
really far into
like, about to
like,
get accepted.
yeah, it was like super deep into creating it.
I honestly think it's because of like their like weird sneaky wording that they do a lot of the time because like it wasn't anything like how people wanted it to be.
Hmm.
They wanted it to
The
be
skilly one.
an alternate type of prayer book that had like utility stuff along with
Yeah.
combat
So,
stuff.
like, as soon as they added a protect from item and they added, like, a redemption version and, like, keeping your stats boosted thing, it's like you're just doing the regular prayer book at that point.
Yeah.
You should have to choose. Like, if you're going to the wilderness, it's a tough choice. Like, do you wanna protect an item or not?
Yeah. It's good because I feel like the having it in leagues showed that it really would have been a terrible idea to put it into the game
I do think it's fun in leagues, though.
because if you have it, you use it.
Mhm.
No one I've ever seen in my life like
The Hadron of Stars
goes
didn't?
back.
Yeah, I never switched back once I
Like
got it.
anyone that has it isn't like, "Oh, I wish I had the regular prayers."
Mhm.
None. Maybe someone's done that once. I don't know. Probably not.
Not that you saw.
Yeah, not even close. No one has even talked about it. And
Yeah.
so,
So not quite an update, but yeah, that was the worst in how much effort and time went into that just for nothing to happen.
yeah,
I think a little bit because you said that you think it was like the wording that was maybe deceptive. I think even though in general I like their new polling way, like the vague ideas and then they evolve from there. Something as big as a prayer book, I don't think could have been voted on that way.
I think it could have. I feel like they honestly just didn't want to put in. It would have been a lot of effort, and I don't think
Mhm.
they were prepared to fulfill that effort. Because even when people successfully voted that they wanted it to have more utility skills, they said that it was too much work and didn't put it into the
They
prayer
said
book.
that they didn't think it'd work thematically as well.
Sure, yeah, that's an easy excuse, but it's
That's
like
Robert's interpretation of
so
this.
of all your game designers, there's no designers that could figure out a way to combine prayers with utility.
Mhm.
Surely, yeah,
I think
definitely.
also it was just like super rushed because they already knew when DT2 was going to go out and they wanted it to go out DT2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is something like it's not quite as big as a skill, obviously, but something that should probably be like worked on for a very long
That's what I was about to
time.
say. I'm like, you can figure out how to like, hopefully properly implement a new skill,
Mhm.
but which is a huge, way bigger undertaking than implementing a new prayer book, but you can do that. I'm like, surely you could have
Yeah.
done it if you wanted to.
It sounds like I mean, I'm not going to blame mods or anything cuz it probably there's someone who dictates like how what they could work on and how much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so rushed and it was just like a whole thing. And I think that they could still do it if they like started fresh.
Yeah. That's honestly kind of similar in why I don't like the Fang, where it's like you could have made this interesting or cool or niche,
Mhm.
but instead you're like, all right, let's just a new best in slot item for
Wasn't
everywhere,
supposed to be.
for everything. It's like, o- okay,
At least
cool, I
they're
guess.
working on that at least. They do have plans.
Yeah, years after.
8 year. But yeah,
Yeah,
true.
but yeah, that's cool.
Next question from Matt on Discord. What OSRS activity causes you the most stress? Matt said, for me, it's when you have run out of food and teleports and are poisoned, diseased, without water, etc. Basically, you're running to save yourself but might not make it. My most stressful moment ever was when I defeated the ice boss in DT1, but was running up the icy mountain dying with no more food, trying to get the ice diamond. I remember just pounding my desk, yelling at my character to run faster. That's actually how I died. My first death in leagues was because I was poisoned and couldn't get to a shop fast enough to buy anti poison. As I was clicking the shopkeeper, I died. Also, Fim responded to that saying redemption saved my peace of mind there, which I forget to use redemption when I am not Vespula. I need to use redemption more. That just makes sense.
Yeah,
Like what? Most stressful for me is trying to get like prayer flicking correctly, like because I'm trying to sometimes try to do like inferno practices. Trying to do the one tick flicking for prayers is by far the most stressful thing that I've tried to do in this game.
yeah,
I can't the timing, it's way too much for me. I'm still figuring it out. It's definitely the most stress.
okay,
Yeah. And just any learning anything new. I'm not a good learner.
yeah, no, for sure.
How about you?
I think at one point the most stressed I was whenever I was learning
CG?
yeah, Corrupted Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But eventually I got the hang of that and now the most stressful thing is uh long events like fight caves. Not because it's stressful,
Yeah.
but because
The time sink.
yeah, like time is so valuable to me that the thought of losing, like an hour of time, pretty much having done nothing essentially, is like really, really stressful
Yeah.
because,
It's we've been talking about this in real life, like, a lot lately about fight caves and Inferno and how it sucks spending all that time doing
yeah,
it.
like as a typical, dad of 18 with only
3 full-time
3
jobs,
full-time jobs, 45 grandchildren.
5 minutes a day to play.
I only have about like 3 hours a day typically to play. So the idea of losing a third of that, or if I was doing Inferno, more than a third of that, gaining practically, we'll just say gaining nothing because that's essentially what happens, is not only frustrating, but like really off putting.
Yes.
So that's why it's stressful. Not because it's actually stressful, but because the fact that that'd be the same as like going for a run in real life and then getting home and being like, oh, actually, you just lost 0 calories. You might as well have just not done that. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's just I know some people like it, it's just not my thing either. I've just been getting frustrated because I don't want to sound like it's just because I don't know how to do it because I'm the same way with fight caves, like Jad, I have like 40 something KC and I feel the same way. It's just like, why are you having to go through all of these
Yeah.
waves?
Honestly, it's like I mean, there's a reason you don't see stuff like that for other parts of the game. Like if there was just a chance of if you messed up something that all the runes you crafted for the last hour just didn't exist.
It's like Tob a little bit, but not too much. Like, because that's the thing I always was critical about Tob and TOA for is that if you die, you're out and you just wasted time.
Yeah.
And I hate that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people like it because it's more high risk, but I'm just like, I'm just here to have fun. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I will still go for my Inferno though, and
The
I will
thing
still
is,
learn how to raid better.
I'm okay with that because that's more forgiving. Most of the time in raids, you're not going to get one shot.
I'm trying
Most
to
of the
think.
time. You
Yeah.
can get stacked out, sure, but most of the time
It won't be like if
it's
you get hit by one Jad
yeah,
from the
it's you're not gonna get
three.
hit for like an 87 because you misprayed or something like
You
that
get hit
one
for
time.
72 at Versic if the green ball hits you.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
died to it yesterday.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why people say TOB's the hardest raid is
Hmm.
because it is the most punishing similarly,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just I mean, if you like in TOA, like the chances are you're probably not going to get one shot unless you get stacked out by like multiple things going wrong at the same time, like, boulders and P3 or something like that.
Hmm.
But that's why. I mean, I don't know.
That's good. No, that's fair.
Yeah. I guess I can understand that argument, but I still don't think it's the same as
Hmm.
just getting one shot in that same way.
I just don't like dying.
Yeah,
I
true.
I've been like practicing CG and regular gauntlet as well this week, and I love that you die and you are right there and you don't have to go re-grab your gear and like re-grab all your food and you can just go back in. It's amazing.
Yeah, honestly, CG's the best,
Yeah.
and I would want more stuff like that. I just
Like
don't know
it's
how
nice
they
because
would
instance
do
and it's
it.
just all in one place.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I like that there's no honestly, that's, like, super annoying, and I'm sure you get used to it, but, like, having to spend so much time
Getting your stuff together again?
building up to doing a raid is really I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess off-putting would be the best way to put it. I honestly have dealt with that same thing in Path of Exile
Hmm.
because, like, you can they call it, like, juicing up your map, so making it so, like, there's more,
We
like
should start using that.
yeah, like there's more mobs or more density of mobs or more difficult mobs, which
Yeah.
in the end yields better rewards, but it takes time. And I was like joking with this with my friend the other day because it's like, oh, if I want to, fully juice up my map, I need to equip 3 scarabs. So it's like, all right, hopefully I have those 3 or I got to buy them, which, takes like 10 minutes. And then if I need this other thing, like
It's just
delirium
it's
orbs,
like a lot of stuff they have to do before you can start it.
yeah. And
It's funny because it kind of goes to how they're talking about forestry whenever they came out, how they got rid of like all the event stuff because they're like there's a
yeah.
lot of build up to just do what you should be doing.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, so you have to like go and interact with like 4 different people to get like 4 different items to do this one map. Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah.
And then you got to do it again for the next map because maps only last like 5 minutes long.
Hmm.
So it's like you're spending more time like preparing for the map than you're actually doing. So it's kind of there's strategies to completely avoid that, and that's like what I'm going towards because I can't be asked to just like
Nah.
prepare for something for so long.
Yeah, it's only if you really like it's worthwhile. If it's something that you're learning and not sure about, that's why I didn't like Chop for the longest time. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to spend all this time doing stuff and I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, that's honestly the best for me. The best part about CG is one,
Yeah.
it's difficult, so it's rewarding. That's cool.
Yeah,
But
it's difficult in like a fun way because you
yeah,
know what's going on, but
exactly.
you still make mistakes, obviously.
Yeah, and the second part, which is a really close second for me, is the fact that you could just rock up wearing literally anything that you're wearing, and then just begin.
That's my favorite part,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
It's
that's
all
cool.
self-contained.
Yeah, exactly.
Final RuneScape question is from Wraith over on Discord. I don't have it pulled up, so I'm gonna go from memory and hope I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
Which celebrity would you bet $1 million has secretly played OSRS?
Okay.
Wraith said MGK, Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Honestly, probably.
Man, that dude's a freak. But
He's probably like a toxic PKer.
yeah, probably. Huh. I think you
I
would. I think you would lose that bet, but that would be
He
interesting.
probably played RuneScape 3.
Jesus.
I think. Oh, you want to go first?
No, I was just thinking about MGK. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't necessarily think this, but I hope T-Pain,
T Pain.
because he's a streamer. He plays games, and I'm a big fan, so it'd be cool if T-Pain
Yeah.
played the game.
No, no shot. But
Aw. Yeah, he plays like more like FPS, right?
I don't think he really plays
I
anything.
thought he plays on stream sometime.
I mean, sure, he probably does, but usually whenever I'm watching him, he's making music.
Make music in RuneScape, T-Pain. Let's raid together.
Yeah, probably.
Versic will inspire a song. I just
Oh,
know
okay.
it.
But I was gonna say my initial guess before having ever even seen her answer was gonna be the same answer as Ellie.
Yeah, don't
So
say what it is.
if you want to know what it is, you have to see
Skip to the
hers.
end.
So I will not say that. But I mean, my next best answer would probably be Mila Kunis if I had for $1 million. If I had to guess, probably Mila Kunis because I know she's played World of Warcraft and stuff like that in the past. That's been like a like a an interview question for her and stuff like that. So I know she's played, but and I'm guessing we're talking about like movie people.
I just have another person that I want to guess.
Who?
Cole Sprouse
Cole Sprouse.
or Dylan Sprouse.
Are
One
we
of the
talking about
Sprouse
famous people
twins.
or just people that
They're
exist?
famous. Not as famous as like T-Pain and Mila Kunis, maybe,
All right.
but
Yeah, I guess
I can see
technically.
them playing because they're like the same age as us. And I know one of them, at least, I remember was posting pictures of like Zelda stuff, like dressed up as like
Yeah.
Link from Zelda. I could see
It's
that.
funny because I could win this bet, like just straight up, because I know of a famous person that's played it
Soldier Boy?
on stream. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that doesn't count then because we know for sure secretly plays.
Oh, secretly,
Yeah.
it's a
T-Pain just
secret.
doesn't want to admit it.
Um,
Mila Kunis just doesn't want to admit it. They're
yeah.
actually they do duo top.
Um, yeah. Just because I think it'd be a funny answer, I'm gonna say Gwyneth Paltrow.
I would die if Gwyneth
Yeah,
Paltrow.
definitely Gwyneth Paltrow. Just because she looks like she'd be like a super toxic. Maybe she would just be like in
Imagine.
arena. I could see her in arena.
No, she's just like a PKer. She's actually a really good PKer and the most toxic person in the game.
Honestly, because of how rich she is, I could see her being
She's
a
bots.
death matcher.
Yeah, she just buys gold.
Like she's like, all right, throw $1,000 down
Oh
and
my
buy like a
god.
fully made character with like full Darox, ready to go,
Yep,
and she'll just like go round after round,
that's so
just
funny.
buying like $5,000 worth of
I
gold
feel like she'd have
every day.
assistants do it for her, but she's like invested.
I feel like yeah, she would have assistants set it up
She just
fully,
gives off
and then
that
she
vibe.
would do the click for the
Yeah,
for the
she
death
gets to do the
match.
one click.
Yeah. Because as far as I understand, she's like not a cool person,
I
so
don't
I
know.
could
All I
imagine
know
her
is
being a death
she just seems
matcher.
very rich and bougie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, her
that's a funny
for a
answer.
$1 million, yeah, her.
Yeah. We have one in real life question from Matt on Discord. What in real life activity causes you the most stress? And Matt's answer. It might sound dumb, but for me, it's when the subway train stops at a station for a long period and I don't know if I should get out and get on a bus or trolley instead or wait on the train. They never announce how long it might be. They just say, thank you for being patient, even though no one is patient. But I fear that I'll leave the train and immediately the doors will close and the train leaves. It doesn't happen so often, maybe once a week, and I spend probably 5 hours per week on the metro on multiple different lines. But when it does, it could be a 3-minute delay or 20-minute, or even they might say, "This is the end station. Everyone please get off here and we apologize for the inconvenience."
Damn.
Your public transport sounds sad. I mean, ours isn't great
Yeah, sounds
either.
a lot better than ours.
It's
So
still better than ours, but you said like once a week. um, Most in real life stress. Sometimes I don't know if this counts, but like in a way, like making shorts is stressful because or making content is stressful because I feel like I'm never doing enough.
yeah.
Like I'll be making shorts and I'm like, why am I not making a video? And then I'll kind of stress myself out and have an existential crisis. And then smaller things that are stressful, I hate driving.
Okay.
Something specifically I hate is unprotected left turns, leaving this one Target specifically. We went there today and Robert waited there
Yeah.
for like 5 minutes to turn left.
That's a little
It was at
exaggerative,
least two
but
minutes.
yeah, might have been 2 minutes.
I get so stressed out trying to turn left there because there's always so much people that sometimes I will just go and turn right and do a U-turn somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a very specific one that like really stresses me out every time I do go there.
That was very
Yeah.
specific.
Well, we went there today, so I had it on the mind. What about you?
Okay. I
And I
don't
also didn't want to only have a
know.
serious answer.
I don't know honestly. I mean,
BG3 stresses you
obviously
out.
no, that's just anger. Um yeah, I don't know, honestly. I feel like I'm pretty good at dealing with stress, but I feel like everything kind of stresses me out. I just deal with it, I guess.
I
But
feel like you'll be fine, and then it's like everything adds up at once, and you're like, oh my god.
yeah, I guess probably the most stressful thing in real life is thinking about everything because like
Oh no.
I don't know, I've thought of this before and I've told Michelle about this, but like the way I think of things can be really stressful
hmm
because like if someone's like, "Oh, I want this," or "I want to do this," like as soon as it's said, my mind thinks of everything that would be required leading up to, during, and after an event.
This is why I
So
can't just say I want to move to the Netherlands without
if
freaking out Robert.
yeah, so if for instance, like a simple thing like, oh, if she's like, oh, I want to go to this party, like a Twitch party in Vegas or something like that. I'll think of like, all right, so I've already thought about the traveling and
That was a long 7-minute drive.
the options for traveling, you know, flying, driving, who's going to be driving, how many stops, how much money it's going to cost. And then I've thought about the staying alone with people for how long, taking time off, how I'm supposed to act at the party. Like I've already thought about all of that within like the
Yeah.
sentences being
You're
finished.
definitely an overthinker.
So that can be like super overwhelming and stressful. So I like legit have to like make myself not think of things
Yeah.
like at all. So like
You've
yeah.
practiced your meditation before.
Yeah, so yeah, honestly, like how people practice mindfulness, I practice the opposite.
You practice nothing.
Yeah.
That's just meditation though, right? Meditation you're supposed to like not think and just let your
I
I think it's
think
good for people like you who overthink a lot.
yeah, well, I think you can use meditation for different things. It's just like learning how to focus or clear your mind or
How to not have racing thoughts about
I
everything.
think it's mostly on how to focus
Mhm.
on whatever you're trying to focus on, whether that be
Yeah.
more or less mindfulness or stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've had to like work really hard at not thinking because if I think about like if I allow myself to, I'll think about like my relationship, my other family's relationship, and like how it like interacts with me, you know, financial, career. Like
You'll fully
I'll
spiral.
think of all of it at the same time.
And the
If I
question was, what do you want for dinner?
yeah, so it's like if I allow myself to, I can
Spiral.
I can easily get caught up in a lot of things.
You know,
So,
you saying this reminded me last year for Christmas. I told you this last year too. I wanted to go and pick up, I got him a pair of shoes from Vans and I wanted to go pick them up without him, but we never, like, he always goes shopping with me. So I didn't want to, like, him to know I was going to get his present. So I was like, oh, do you want to go to the store with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then knowing how you are, and I was like, okay, so we're going to go to Target, we're going to go to this store. And I listed like 3 more things. And then I remember you just turned and looked at me and I was like, do you want to just stay home? And you're like, yeah. So it comes to my advantage during holidays.
Dang. So she just made me like feel bad. That's how she got
I
out of
told you
the
that last
house.
year.
That's so funny.
I didn't think you were like existential. I just knew that you didn't like to do things.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
Nice.
You got a pair of shoes out of it.
Okay.
Oh my god, you make me sound like a bad person.
Yeah. But yeah, so everything makes me stressed. But that's pretty
Cool.
much it.
Jesus. Recording specifically right now. Answering your question. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Yeah, thinking about this podcast also stresses me out. So,
Jesus.
but yeah,
Well,
that's it.
on that wonderful note, that's going to be from the two of us, but I am going to be joined by Elliedd. So stick
Yeah, feel free to stick
around.
around. Thanks for listening,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you in just a second.
Be right back. All right, and I am back with our guest this week, Elliedd. If you want to say hi.
Hello. Hola.
Hola. Thanks for
Hi.
joining. Tell us about your
Mhm.
accounts. How many accounts do you have? What kind of accounts?
I have two accounts. My firstborn or SRS Ellie, that is a main account. And then I have a baby, kind of teenager Iron Man, that is called Latina Mommy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was your RuneScape name. I love it.
It used to be called Ellie
Mhm.
Runman, as in Ellied Runman, which, if you say it in Spanish, makes sense. But then I realized that in English it didn't, so I
Yeah, I'm
changed
like,
it
okay.
to Latina Mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I have been playing for about 3 years now,
What made you start
and
playing?
that's a funny story actually.
Oh, yeah?
Because yeah, like I have never been into like games like as a gamer person. I didn't even own a computer.
Oh,
Like I used to
wait.
like games as a kid. I
Yeah.
have a PlayStation. I used to play like The Sims, Harry Potter
Oh
games,
my god,
and
Sims is like the best game of all time. I
I
love
know. And I
Sims.
used to play Age of Empires, Age of Mythology,
Oh, okay.
and like I used to play football with my dad on the PlayStation too.
Aw, cute.
Because like football is a big thing in Argentina,
Yeah.
as everyone know Messi, I guess.
Heard of him, I
So
guess.
I guess. Okay, we're not living
I've
here
heard of
till
him. I've heard of him. I know who he is. I'm just not into sports. But I do know
I
who he
get it. I get it.
is.
So the thing is that when the pandemic started, um, it was complicated for everyone in,
Mhm.
I guess, every country. For me personally, it was like very, very hard because I live in the parents' house with my sisters back then, and there was so much people inside like a small house driving me basically insane, and I couldn't like leave because my family was like very, very cautious about like what's going on, and the
Mhm.
like I guess like social media was not helping because they were making it sound like so terrible, even if it was something terrible, because like a lot of people suffer from it, and
Mhm.
I know that that's a reality. It was also starting like to make a balance through like physical health and mental health.
Yeah.
And then is when my cousin comes to the picture. My cousin, um, it's a RuneScape player,
Yeah.
and he has been playing the game since he's like a little boy.
Aw.
And he used to stream on YouTube and Twitch. He actually had a YouTube channel. I'm from Latin America, for those who don't know me. So
Mhm.
my cousin used to stream and like upload videos like guides and all,
Aw.
only in Spanish.
That's
And he
cute.
used to do it ever since like there was not like a lot of content creators of RuneScape, old school
Mhm.
RuneScape. So he was very popular between like the Spanish speaking community.
That's so
And
cool.
I used to try to watch his streams, and don't flame me or cancel me for what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I used to be so angry when he streamed RuneScape because I was like, oh, that game is so boring. Can you play something else that I can play with you? And he was like, shut up, like how can you say that? And every time we play any other games on his channel, his viewers were like, this is a weird RuneScape. When are you playing RuneScape? And I didn't get it back then.
Yeah.
So he started inviting me to his channel to play with him
Aw.
when he used to play other games. not RuneScape mainly.
Mhm.
And I started like talking through a mic that I had in my house back then, or through my phone.
Mhm.
And his viewers started like liking me and asking me to
Oh,
sing and being there. So they were like very into like me being content creator with him. So
yeah.
he started like asking me every time more often, and he even put on a channel redeem with his points of like calling me.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You were a content creator before you even started streaming.
It was pretty funny. But I started to like it more and more because I had the possibility to like talking to people and like
Mhm.
interacting with other cultures, and it was like the only thing that got me out of my box in my room in my house. I'm a really outgoing person, and I really need to interact with people. So it was like very nice. And this is the funniest part of them all. My
Okay.
cousins start liking me all and all, and then he says to me, and imagine like I'm a person that doesn't know anything about RuneScape.
Okay.
He says like, I'm gonna invite you to my stream, but I would like you to turn your camera on if you feel comfortable with it. So I
Okay.
was like, I don't know, but he ended up convincing me. I didn't own the camera, so I put on my phone,
Aw.
and he goes like, we're gonna do a guideless quest,
Uh,
right? Remember these
okay.
words, guideless quest.
Mhm.
And he said, it's a short quest. It's not gonna be a big deal. So we're gonna do a guideless quest. It's gonna be short. You can now go live for like 2 hours. And I was like, okay, I will go. I will put on my camera and talk to your chat and be with you. You know
Okay.
what was the guideless quest that it was so short?
What was it?
It was Monkey Madness 2.
Stop.
It was not short. And it was guideless.
I
It took
hate
him
it.
like 7 hours.
Oh my god.
And I was there melting in my chair because I didn't have a chair comfortable either. I actually got my first gaming chair this year. Like the
Oh,
chair that I used for streaming for 2 years and a half was like a wooden chair.
oh
I
my
was like
god.
suffering,
It sounds so uncomfortable.
and I and one of the biggest streamers on Spanish category before. He doesn't stream anymore, but he's called Ugotzilla. I
Mhm.
sent him a big kiss. He's also one of the first friends that I had and persons that like support me into starting content creating. He
Mhm.
rated my cousin with a big rate.
Oh.
And he started asking me to sing, and he made me do the Rap God by Eminem.
Oh my
So
god.
it was like a very fun way to start, I guess.
That's so
And
fun.
it was like 3 a.m. and we ended up like the quest and the stream, and I wanted to kill him because I was like, why did you tell me it was gonna be short? Like, and I don't live alone, so I cannot be loud every,
Yeah.
morning. So it was pretty fun. And after that, like his viewers started like liking me more and more and started to asking me to start playing. So he convinced me to start playing. So I downloaded RuneScape on my phone in the 2020 June, July or something.
Yeah.
And he was live. So I was like playing from my phone with his viewers. They gave me my first bond. They
Oh.
gifted me a couple of items. I didn't understand anything. Like everything that they gave to me was like new for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, there's a party hat. I didn't get it.
This is
So they
huge.
got me to do like the first thing that I did was the waterfall quest
Oh,
on
okay.
my phone with them. I died.
Naturally.
And I don't know, like literally after that, I started like getting into it. I was like, okay, I will give it a try.
Yeah.
And they started like convincing me to start streaming, and then like I got my first computer, and I started like going live with like my mom's camera, my mom's mic that she was lending to me.
Oh.
My family was not really into me going live or stream because they have like a misconception about like content creator creating
Oh.
online.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the things that they thought that happened online kind of happen online, but doesn't really have to happen.
Yeah.
Wow, they were like not very supportive at first.
Mhm.
But it was literally the only thing that got me going through the pandemic. And then I started getting like more into the game.
Oh.
So, like, the thing is that if you bring it to the date of today, my cousin doesn't play anymore.
How does he
and I'm
not play
addicted.
anymore? What?
He doesn't even have an Inferno cave, and I do.
So
It's
embarrassing.
funny. Oh my god.
Your journey is so
Um,
fast, like, you only started a couple years ago and you already have Inferno and stuff, like, that's so crazy to me.
to be honest, like one of my biggest flex is that my first sack.
Mhm.
That sounded bad. My first sack Casey, or no, not Casey. Attempt.
Yes.
The first time I got into the boss, was before I got 1 year into the game. I
How
was like so proud of that.
Oh my god, I've been playing for
And
5
it,
years and I can't even get to Zuck.
you can do it.
Yeah,
I
I
can
need you
help
to
you.
guide me.
My trick, my trick is to go in the safe way because I play on very high ping. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I always being safe. I have not tried to speed run it or anything like that yet. Like I think like I will try at some point.
Yeah.
But it was pretty fun the fact that he got me an addiction and ran away. Can you believe this?
I know. I'm glad he got you to play, though. That's so funny.
I love it. And I got like some friends from RuneScape in Spanish. I started streaming only in Spanish
Yeah.
for about like a year and a half or 2 years.
Aw.
And like I started like I have never like interacted on English before.
Oh,
Like I
really?
had classes of English in, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have classes of English in school, like in high school.
Yeah.
But I've never like studied English specifically like on an English school, you know.
Yeah.
But I sing a lot in English because I love music in English.
Yeah.
So I guess that it got me, you know, like the pronunciation, it was pretty decent,
Mhm.
but I was like not fluent.
So
I
streaming made
guess
you
like,
fluent?
yeah, not only
What?
streaming but voice calls as well, I guess.
That's so cool. I need to
Like the
start
first time.
practicing other
Mhm.
languages.
Fine, I will make your podcast in Spanish
Oh my
ahora.
gosh. I would love to speak
Te voy a hablar
Spanish.
español. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
I
do
can
down
teach you
here.
some words.
Thank you.
Bien. So, when I started like opening myself to English, I got to know a lot of other content creators and I started watching other content creators. You
Mhm.
know, I have a funny story if you want, I can share
Yeah,
it
of
to you.
course.
But the first time I went to a stream as a guest, it was in English.
Okay.
Like there was this other content creator that I met on Spanish. She was called Princess Feli. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's amazing.
I haven't,
She's
but I should watch her.
she's like very talented and she speaks like 7 languages and she's fluent in
Uh,
Spanish, English, Portuguese, French, Italian. Like she was like insane.
that's so cool. I'm so jealous.
Um me too, honestly. So she was friends with all the Spanish content creators, and I was
Mhm.
starting in that world. And there was not other females involved then. Like when I
Oh,
first started, I couldn't see other females like streaming RuneScape in Spanish,
yeah.
right? So I met her, and we become friends. And she, out of the blue, comes to my DMs and say, like, you know, like in March, we're gonna do like a special stream that is gonna be like a sabathon
Oh,
but for fundraising for women education for the 8th of March
oh,
for the
that's so
International
cute.
Women's Day. So she was like, I would love you to come to the stream and like participate. And like she made like a board with like every time someone donated some amount, like all of the girls had something to do, you know? And I barely knew how to play RuneScape back then. So I was like, I can sing or I can dance. Like that's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
So if you want, like I could dance or sing for like tabs or something for the girls. But it was like the craziest experience for me because imagine, like I have never been on a call with someone speaking English before,
Yeah.
and out of the blue, I come into a call with like 8 women, all of us half drunk, trying to speak English,
Oh my god,
and
I
they
love
were
it.
talking like it was Princess Philly. I remember Lynn the Lion was there,
Aw.
Chershi, Elisa,
Oh my gosh.
Alisa, and Lizzie. All of them were like on the I didn't knew any of them. They were lovely, but imagine like
It's kind of
six
intimidating.
young women talking like fluently in English to each other, and I was like there trying to stare at all of them, very pretending I was not drunk, you know.
Yeah.
And they start talking like about boys and streamers, and I was like, I don't understand. That day, I understood what skinny dipping was. I didn't know, you know. There
Yeah.
was so many like words and concepts that I had no clue what they were.
That's so cute.
So it was like a very interesting experience, and it was like super fun. And after that stream, I started like including English into my streams till I progressively like made myself like full English content creator. But
Yeah.
I do speak Spanish sometimes, and I do talk to Spanish to my viewers. If they do speak Spanish to me, you know. But I
Yeah.
felt like it opened a little bit more the doors for me
Yeah,
because the
definitely.
community is very small. So I was like, I know,
That's cool.
trying to.
You can be part of the two different communities with the two different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Spanish speaking like RuneScape community like big? I feel like I've never seen a streamer who only spoke Spanish or anything.
I mean, it used to be pretty much concentrated into like two, three, four streamers, and it was kind of
Mhm.
big.
Oh,
I guess like people still plays, and there's a lot of people that plays,
yeah.
but there's no like a streamer that represents the Latin community as much anymore as when Ugatsila used to stream.
Yes.
But we have like a couple of bilingual like streamers, I guess, that we do like both languages.
Okay, cute.
And it was hard at first because people didn't like accept me changing languages like
Yeah.
that well at first, you know.
I could see that for
But there
sure.
was a lot of content creators that I met and I adore. Dimitrios used to stream not too long ago.
Mhm.
Um, well, my cousin is called Arcani, Sugodzilla, and for there's a lot of like people that was there streaming, but none of them stream anymore.
Oh,
Like
that
I guess
sucks.
if you go like the RuneScape category right now, I don't know if anyone is gonna be streaming in Spanish anymore. I
I guess
should check.
it's also just like on the first page, usually just look at the first page. It's all like the big streamers and they all speak English.
Yeah, there's actually one girl streamer that streams in Spanish right now,
Oh yeah?
and that she has been rating me too. She's very sweet.
Oh, that's so cute.
But it's the only one that I can see right now. But it's not like a big community at the moment. I guess the community is there, but not on a stream. I guess
Yeah, because
there's a lot of people.
I feel like there's a lot of people in game that only speak Spanish. So it's like kind of
Yeah,
weird that there's not a bunch of streams that are only Spanish, kind of.
there's a lot of Latinos there. But the thing is
Hmm.
that I guess if you talk about like getting your back or like working on streaming, dedicating your time in here, the truth
Yeah.
is that Latin people doesn't really have them like can't really support you that way.
Oh, okay.
Like they are going to be amazing supporting in other ways, but
Hmm.
if they cannot like help you with like growing your channel, at some point you have to get another job, you know? I guess that's
Yeah.
in my yeah, like it is what it is.
Yeah, you have to broaden your horizons a little bit.
Yeah, and right now Latin America is not doing very well. I'm from
Hmm.
Argentina. Argentina specifically is not doing very well economically. Like we have like inflation on the roof.
Yeah.
So you have to, you know, I think like one of the things that I like the most about being Latina, besides like the obvious things that I love about like my people and my country, is the fact that the lack of resources
Hmm.
make you extra creative. You know,
Aw, cute.
you kind of have to because if you want to do something special and you don't have like the means like to pay for it, like you make it yourself.
Yeah, you
And
just
I
gotta
think that
make
that
it
is a
work.
pretty cool thing. Yeah, that is why like you learn how to cook well and you learn how to like craft stuff
Aw.
and you know how to fix things and you get like creative. And I think that that is one of the qualities that I think that I acquire because of like where I live.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think it's
like
pretty cool. Like
yeah, it's like
I wouldn't change
inspiring.
it. Aw,
'Cause
that's cute.
well, a lot of people just, like I mean, I'm kind of like this sometimes too, where if something isn't easy, I just quit. So
No,
so
there's
it's
no shame.
I like seeing people, like, get creative and making stuff work and things, you know?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say that I didn't thought of quitting multiple times in the past
I think of
because
quitting all the time because I get emo and I'm like, "What am I doing?"
mm, I relate to that, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
It's
Like every
hard.
time I try to do stuff and it doesn't come the way I expect it to come, or like, for example, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like you save money to
Mhm.
get yourself an upgrade for your stream, and you get out of bed planning like I'm gonna buy this today, and you go to check prices and the price is like 50% more, and it's like so
Jesus.
frustrating,
Yeah.
because it's like hard to be able to have big dreams when like the world around you not helps.
Yeah.
But if you get like into that deep and like emo mode because like you couldn't do it that way, it's like, nothing is gonna be worth it because it's always gonna be, you know, worth working for something that makes you
Yeah.
happy or you want. And it's obviously super satisfying once you get there.
It is, yeah. Like, cause I'll feel emo some days and then I'll have, like, a really good stream and I'm like, "Okay, I love it still." I need to remind myself I still really like it. It's just very
Exactly. It reminds, yeah,
it's very
I
different
feel
from a
you.
normal job, so it's just weird.
I do have a job besides streaming. Like streaming is like my second.
Mhm. What do you do?
Because I can't afford to not have uh like an income that is
Yeah.
going to come no matter what.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I
So
have Robert helping pay bills, but I'm always asking
let's
him.
go, Robert.
I'm like,
We love
if you're gonna start resenting me, please tell me so I could just quit streaming." I'm scared he'll hate me.
no,
I would
no,
still no
no,
matter
no.
what, I'd still stream because I do think it's fun, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I get that. That is like a part that is real, and that is probably not the and most entertaining part to talk about, but it's a reality,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm very big on, like,
And there's
talking about
months that
stuff
are very good.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's other months that are not good, and you have to still pay your bills.
Yeah, I'm very open about talking about stuff, like, behind the scenes because I didn't know whenever I started streaming, I literally thought I would get affiliate and be able to pay all my bills for no reason.
Hmm.
I still had, like, 3 viewers, and I'm like, I don't know where I thought I would just suddenly get a bunch of money from, but so I like to talk about
That
stuff like that.
I think that is amazing though. It's not like a straight line when
Yeah.
it comes to like progress in anything in life, not only on streaming. Um, what I do in here, IRL, right now, I'm
Mhm.
working on a school
Aw,
that is a music school
that's
where I
perfect.
teach people how to sing
Aw.
in Spanish, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I used to have I used to have an Ukrainian student, and she was learning Spanish, so we communicated in English. That was, I guess, my first
That's so
experience, but
cute.
we mostly spoke Spanish back then.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about this school is that it's a school that is run by this. How do you say? It's like the government, but for a town, not like the country. How do you call it in
Um,
English?
or is it just,
Um,
like, local government?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know
So it's
exactly what
like
it'd be called.
it's like yeah, it's like a school that is run by the local government, if you want to say
Mhm.
it that way.
Yeah.
So people with low resources can go to learn music for free.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
So obviously that school is run by taxes from the community,
Yes.
but I love that they support culture, and I love to be a part of a school where people is very like, you know, I used to be a kid that wanted to learn music and my parents couldn't afford it, so
Yeah.
I got like a scholarship to study,
That's so impressive.
and
What the heck?
it me and my sisters, I have 2 sisters,
Aw.
all of us started studying on the school for free. So I was like, if I could like give like a bit of what I learned, It
Yeah.
was a private school where I learned, but I had a scholarship.
Mhm.
I actually did all my school years were with a scholarship, all of it, like my current normal school and my artistic school
Oh
too.
my gosh, that's so cool that you were able to get
When
that.
when I started working, I started paying because I was not a kid anymore, you know,
Yeah.
and I could afford it. So I was like, if I can like pay for the classes, like I'd rather someone that can't afford it like take the scholarship, you know.
Hell
But when I
yeah.
was a kid, like my friends had like three kids, so they could really not pay for it. So it was like a very wholesome like opportunity that I had as a kid. So right now I'm working on a school that gives other kids the possibility, not only kids. I teach like all years, like all ages, sorry.
Yeah.
I have kids and like teenagers and like grown-ups and like
Aw.
grandpas. And I think it's the most wholesome job ever.
It sounds like it. And you're
I
like paying
I
forward everything you learned.
the thing is that I used to have another job. I used to have two jobs and
Okay.
streaming at the same time because I used to run like a dance company as well. The
Oh,
things with that dance company through the pandemic didn't work out very well because of like the Zoom classes and things like that
yeah.
were complicated to like make people to still want to train.
Mhm.
Then I found like created another company, and then that
You're so
company ended up
cool.
like this whole thing.
Oh
So
my
at
god.
the moment, I'm taking classes of dance, but I'm not working with it at the moment. But I'm planning to go back when I can. So right
Hell
now
yeah.
I'm teaching singing on the school and streaming on the side. And then like I have some gigs as in like singing. I started a duet with one of my ex students. Now it's my duo.
Oh my gosh.
Um and we sing in like parties. We're working on that,
I love
posting
it.
some videos as well.
I need to
So
hire
I
you
guess
to
that's
sing
like
for me.
you know my dream, and this is anyone that is listening to me right now. I want you to know that I have some weird dreams and I have some like big dreams. One of my dreams is like to go and sing on someone's wedding. I don't really care who it is. I just want to sing on someone's wedding
If
because I'm
anyone is
such like
getting
a
married, hit up Ellie.
yeah. Thank you.
That'd be so
I
cute.
I would love that.
Oh my
I would probably
gosh.
cry, but you know,
When did you
I
like
will definitely love that.
when did you start getting into singing? Like as a kid?
Um, well, I'm an annoying child because I have older sisters, right?
Yes.
Two sisters that are older than me. So when we were growing up, like they were very good at singing.
Mhm.
They were like very, very good at singing. They were two duo. They started participating in the TV
Oh,
and getting like better and better in the singing.
yeah.
But sadly, I was not a good singer.
How are you not a good singer, but you're amazing now? What?
I was not a good singer, I promise.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe you. I'm gonna like you're gonna send an old video and just gonna be like beautiful.
So when I was kid, my parents started like my sisters were like singing on places, and everyone was like,
Aw.
"Wow, they sing amazing and they are so talented." I was an annoying young kid that I was like, "Oh, they are singing. I want to sing too." And
Aw.
my parents used to say to me like, "You know what? Like you are too young to go with them." My sister are only like 1 year and a half older than me. You know,
Were
it's not
they
like they
just
are
saying
very old.
that because you weren't as good?
Yeah, they were like they wanted to avoid me
Aw.
having like a
Having a
bad
bad time.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet of
So
them.
they were like taking care of me, but I was
Aw.
frustrated because I was like, if they are going to a stage, I am going to a stage. And they were like, no, maybe next year, you know?
Literally just the
But the thing
annoying
is
little
that,
sister trying to follow them around.
yeah,
I love
but the
it.
thing is, and this is where it becomes wholesome
Okay.
because we were like, I was like 7 years old
Yeah.
or six. So my sisters will goes to the TV
Mhm.
to a big program in Argentina. If someone from Argentina is listening to me, She went to show much when they used to do like a kid contest. So all the kids were
Aw.
going to show your talent, and then like they voted for a winner and gave them prizes.
Oh, cool.
So my sisters were like super, how do you say, like smart kids.
Uh-huh.
So they were like making jokes on the program dude and making him laugh and
Oh my
like,
god.
oh, like kids being kid, making him look like a fool sometimes, and it was pretty funny.
They're like full-on
But
performers.
then, yeah, and then like he asked them like, "What do you want? Like, what is your dream prize? What is what you want to do?" So
Yeah.
all the other kids were like, "I want a computer," or like, "I want a phone," or "I want." Well, phones were not a thing back then. You know, like, "I want a TV," or whatever.
Yeah.
And my sister goes and says, "I want to study. Like, I want to learn
Oh my
like
gosh.
art."
Oh.
So the judges of the program was like the director of an art school, and he called my family like a week after the program to say that he wanted to give a scholarship to my sisters and I, so we could all
Oh
like
my
go and
god.
learn in case that we all wanted to.
That is the
It
cutest
was pretty
thing I've ever heard
crazy.
in my life. What? That's how you got your scholarship?
Yeah, the first time,
Uh,
yes,
that is so
because I was like a
cool.
very young kid,
Yeah.
and it was for musical theater. So
That's
my parents
amazing.
asked us if we wanted to go. I used to play hockey.
Oh
I
my
was a
god.
field hockey player as a kid. Yeah, that was my thing when I was a kid. And then
Cute.
like this came through, and we were like, hell yeah, we're gonna go and try. And there's something magical about this guy that gave us their scholarship, because I ended up studying with him again when I was older.
Mhm.
And he has always had this vision for art and artists in general, that he can really read you, you know?
Yeah.
I even realized that I did not want to be there when I was older, just
Oh.
because I realized that musical theater was not my thing,
Yeah.
which it doesn't mean that music is not my thing. I just enjoy other types of dance and singing separately more than like musical theater itself.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it was, but I love musical theater, and I studied like years for it. I even started learning how to tap dance and like a lot
Oh.
of other like stuff,
Yeah.
that it was like very very wholesome.
That's so cool.
And that was the way I started like getting into arts.
Yeah.
When like I started studying how to sing, they were group classes, but I was like a very how do you say, dedicated
Yeah.
kid. So I was like committed to start singing well. I was committed, like I'm gonna be good, you know.
And now
So
you're amazing at it.
stop. I started getting better, and there's like this singing contest from the school we were studying that was happening
Yeah.
when I was like 8.5, almost 9. So we all participated in the contest. It was my first time like being allowed into a big stage, you know.
Mhm.
And we got like the three of us got to the final.
Oh my
None of us
gosh.
won that year, but
Okay.
I was like super happy because I still got it to the final.
Yeah.
And we were the only kids participating in the contest.
Oh, you were like with adults getting to the final still?
Yeah,
Why are you
we
guys
were
like
as
the
well.
coolest people ever in the world? Like what?
Oh,
That is so
shut up,
cool.
no. So we went the second year, we went like, we're gonna go again.
Yeah.
And I won.
Okay. What the
So
heck?
they were like 6 or 7 finalists, and the finalists like were going into a big presentation on a big theater in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
And my sister didn't made it, like they made it to the final, but they didn't won.
Oh my
And
god.
I won singing the Little Mermaid song.
Stop it. That's so cute.
So it was a pretty amazing experience, because I consider myself that's when I started getting better, I guess, at singing.
How old were you when you won
And
that?
9,
Oh my god, you were
I
so
think.
young and you beat all the adults and your sisters.
There's like embarrassing videos from that time.
Okay, you should post
Or
those sometime.
I might do.
That'd be so cute. I think everyone would love to see little baby Ellie singing.
Oh my god.
That's adorable.
It's like something. And the camera quality was not very good back
Of
then.
course, it was a long time ago.
So it was like a very wholesome experience. I guess like that is how I got into art for first place. I studied for like 9 years on that school.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
I started dancing other styles, like more like urban dances, like hip hop or like walking or dancehall.
Yeah,
And I started like working as like a singing teacher and a dancing teacher, and that is where everything like started, I guess.
that's
It was a
amazing.
big story.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's like such a cool origin story to have. Like, what the heck?
Thank
So,
you.
you weren't good at singing and then you won a competition. Do you think anyone could just learn how to sing, or do you have to have something?
You know, that is a question that everyone does to me.
Mhm.
And like a lot of my students, when they come to my classes, especially when grown ups come to my classes and they are like, I'm sorry, but I'm DMing you something that I just saw
It's
scrolling,
okay.
and I think I
No,
just need to DM it to you because
no
it's so
worries.
cute.
It's a
You're gonna love it.
capybara.
It's a very vastly capybara
I love its
Jim Bro.
muscles.
It's like Jim Bro edition. For those who don't believe that I skill, I've been fishing since this started.
I'm
So
gonna make her Max
we have to do like a full month's podcast every day so I
yeah,
can like get a 99, guys.
every day we'll
Um
record.
the thing about it is for me that anyone that has a voice and that
Mhm.
has like discipline can learn how
Okay.
to. But I do
Hmm.
think that it's going to be harder for some people
Yeah.
because you naturally can have like a good hearing, like sensitive, like to noises to understand some stuff, and some people doesn't have that. So when you play on the piano a note for them to start singing, they always sing the same one, even if you change your note like 5 times.
Oh my god.
But for people that it's complicated to like start, I think that the key for learning something is discipline. Like if you want to be good at it, you have to practice.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna become good out of the blue just because you're sitting down and like you took one class and now you're expecting to be good at it, because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You have to do your research, you have to do your practice, and you have to find the teacher that it's for you. I feel like not every teacher is for every student, and not every technique fits like the student. I don't think it's a thing for singing only. I think it's in general.
Yeah, everyone has like their own different ways of learning that works best for them.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
try to do my best. For example, in the school that I work, I have to work with people with different conditions that I've never worked before with.
Yeah.
Like this year, I have for the first time uh, a blind student,
Mhm.
and I realized that I used to give like paper for my students to read on class,
Oh.
and I couldn't like afford other like elements for him
Mhm.
to feel included in the class. So that made me start like being more creative on my ways to teach, so
Cute.
I could like communicate better with people. And I think that is also a good thing because you as a teacher still learn from your students as well, and you adapt to them and you become better for them, and you take other classes or courses or like you know um
That's like literally what you
I
were
feel
saying earlier about not being able to like afford, to make it work and having to get creative.
yeah.
It literally it's exactly
Exactly.
that, and I love it. It's so cool to hear. It's like it is inspiring to hear. I'm like, you just make it work.
I mean, like, I am that way. I like to think like Latinas in general, Latinos are like
Mhm.
that because, like, we grow up in similar situations. Maybe, like, some of them are and some of them are not, but I came from a very artistic family,
Yeah.
and an inclusive family, and a family that always made me feel like I could do what I wanted. Besides, like, what we had in the pandemic, where they were not very supportive of my start in streaming. When they
Yeah.
understood what I was doing, they started supporting me. My Christmas decoration for my streams, my mom helped me do it.
Wait,
It's like
really?
Yeah.
That's
And
adorable.
they created Twitch accounts to watch me or to like they don't speak English by the way, but they
Oh,
try.
that's so cute. They're trying their best to support you. I love it.
My dad just got like 1,000 Duolingo lessons on English.
Oh my gosh, I'm on Duolingo too. I'll add your dad.
Fine, you can practice.
I should learn Spanish.
It
That'd
was
be dope.
pretty cool. I can help. I
I
can I can teach Spanish, you know,
It would be
classes
actually
online or
nice.
something.
A lot of people here speak Spanish. Like, I used to work at
Really?
a yeah, in Southern California because I'm like less than an hour away from Mexico.
Oh,
So a lot of people just move here, or there's people who live in Mexico but come and work here. But like I used to work at a clothing store and there'd be like at least a few times a day customers who come in that didn't speak any English and I didn't really speak any Spanish and we just like keep talking our own languages at each other and just smiling and nodding and being like, I hope you understand what I'm saying.
yeah.
It was funny. I learned a little bit of Spanish whenever I was working there, but I tried to do Duolingo and it was really hard. Didn't sound
Mhm.
very casual. But I should
Yeah,
learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tried 3 days and I quit it.
Yeah. I have like
But I also chose Japanese, so it was very complicated.
okay, yeah, Japanese seems so hard. That'd be so cool if you could learn how to speak it though. That'd be dope.
I would love to. One of the things that I would like it's one of the places I would like to go, Japan.
Yeah, what makes you want to go
But
to Japan? Just seems cool.
I don't know. I just feel attracted to it a little bit.
Yeah.
I love like the I would like to get to know more about like the culture and
Yeah.
like my anime kid, toys that they sell there, and I want them all and the Pokemon. I love
Cute.
them.
I love
I
it.
want we cannot have all of those things in here because like there's like a lot of what do you call this? Ah, I forgot the word.
That's okay.
When you buy stuff from other countries and you bring it to your
Oh,
country,
yeah.
there's a word for it, but I don't remember it
Like
in
importing
English.
it?
Yeah, exactly. It's importar in
Yeah.
Spanish. It's the same, yeah.
It's like the same
So
word.
yeah, there's a lot of taxes for that. So you cannot really get anything that you want from other countries at the
Oh,
moment.
that sucks.
So like that's a silly reason, but I would love to go to one of those stores where they have everything.
Bring a suitcase and fill it up with a bunch of cute little toys to bring back.
Yeah, it's not the place that I want to go the most though. Like there's places in the world that for no reason I want to go.
Okay.
I say no reason, I mean like really no reason.
There's a question later about this, so we'll talk about more.
Okay.
But I do want to know what's the number one? What's the number one place?
So the number one place that I want to go for no reason in particular, more than I just saw the landscape and I think that is appealing to me, is Greece.
Greece is
It's
so
very random.
pretty. Not at
I know,
all.
right?
I want to go to Greece
Like,
so bad.
fine, let's go to Greece.
Okay, if any rich people are listening, send me and Ellie to Greece. Thank you.
Thank.
Oh,
Pero, yeah.
oh, sorry. Going back though, I was gonna ask because you said your family's really artistic. She was telling me before we started recording that your mom like makes stuff as well, like for plays and things.
Hmm.
Does your dad also do stuff?
My mom is a music teacher on a school,
Oh,
but she works for like, um, how do you call elementary school and
okay.
like kinder, and she teaches music to them. But she also has her own shop that is from like making the puppets.
That's
I
so
will show you
cute.
what she does.
Oh yeah, you said she makes
I'll
puppets too.
yeah. She has like a page on Instagram where she posts everything she does,
That's so
and she
sweet.
does very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, Awesome to you. So she's artistic in every way of the word. And then my dad has a rock band.
What?
Yeah,
Your
he
family
makes
is
songs,
so cool.
and my sisters are also singers.
That's amazing. Oh, I love it.
And my one of my sisters recently started working on the school that I work, so we are
Oh,
coworkers now.
is she doing
Pretty
singing
cool.
lessons too?
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
cool. Oh my
But she
god.
started working here recently, and I've been working in it for like uh 5, 6 years
Oh,
almost.
you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
Is that something
we've
you
been.
like really enjoy still?
I love teaching. I
Yeah.
also like to be on the stage. So I'm trying right now to find like a balance through both of them,
Yeah.
and I'm getting there. I feel like this 2023 was a good year for myself to
Mhm.
start like going back to my old self before pandemic.
Yeah.
It took me a while to feel comfortable with that again, but I got there. And
Yeah.
I'm working right now. Like, I'm trying to find my way because I also started studying again,
What are you
something artistic,
studying
but
for?
no, I'm studying FX makeup.
Oh, yes. I've seen the Oh my god, you are so talented.
I started studying like
It's so cool.
almost 2 months ago,
Oh my
but I
god.
only had 4 classes because it's so expensive. I cannot afford to go like every week.
Yeah.
So I make my best every time.
It's amazing.
I like this is the last makeup I did. Sorry if it's ugly because like the first things you learn on FX is like injuries. So
Yeah.
all my makeup looks like disgusting.
It's like the pictures you sent me, it's like burns. I think that it was this
Yeah.
one or maybe bruises that you posted a picture of, and I didn't read the caption, and I was like, holy what happened to Ellie?
Oh
I
my god.
literally thought it was real.
This is my teacher doing some bruises. Look at that. He's insane.
Oh my
He
god.
literally is like so talented. He has this how do you I'm looking for it. He has the Grinch costume
Oh, cute.
and is like insanely good. Like it's actually the Grinch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I'm enjoying a lot the lessons with him. I think he's very talented, and I'm very happy that I finally did it because I always like effects and makeup,
Yeah.
but I really never got into actually studying it. And I didn't knew how much I really wanted to do it till like this year when I started, and I was like so happy and smiley and taking pictures of my bruises on
Oh
the bus.
my that was the
And
picture I saw. I was like, oh no.
people were like, "Is she okay?"
Oh,
Taking
the
pictures of the
Grinch is
injuries.
incredible.
That is my teacher, actually.
That is so cool. Oh my
It
god.
actually look it's sick, bro. I love it.
Did you like want to start learning the special effects like for plays and stuff? Because I see that he looks like he does plays. Or
Um,
just for fun.
he works for TV and for Netflix
Oh
and for
my god.
theater. He's very talented. So the thing is that I just started learning like how to start working with the materials, and I'm saving money to buy the materials so I can like practice more and more. But
Yeah.
I think like my this is a new, no one have heard this before, but
Okay.
I kind of want to my first project that involves like doing prosthetics and like creating a character with makeup to be a realistic version of a RuneScape character.
Oh
I really want that.
my gosh. Yeah, I
So
love it.
I'm not gonna tell you which one because if it goes wrong, I will change it.
Good idea.
But I think it's going to be like kind of fun. I don't know.
I can't wait to
It's
see it.
exciting.
The stuff that you've done so far, like the bruises and like the burns and stuff. Also, follow her on Instagram. I'll link her Instagram later because she has pictures of stuff and on Twitter. But like, you're incredible at it so far. It looks so real. Like, I was just staring at the hand too while you were talking, and I was like, I don't know how someone could make this happen. It's
I
just
have
so
a
cool.
very talented teacher too.
Okay, your teacher as well, but also you're also very talented.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
I'm currently on. I need to purchase some latex. I don't know if
Oh,
the
latex,
name.
yeah.
The English is hard sometimes.
That's okay. I'm so impressed by everyone who's bilingual because you only speak 2 languages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to learn Dutch, which is, like, the weirdest language.
Oh, but yeah, it's so hard. I try.
It's
Um,
weird.
I have friends from Twitch that speak like multiple
Mhm.
languages, and when I met them, like IRL or some of them on calls, and they started trying to
Yeah.
like help me, you know, learn some sample words. I couldn't like even try. Like,
They're weird.
Mats, the streamer,
Yeah.
he told me his name and I still can't pronunciate it. And
Do
it's his name.
try
It's
it.
not something.
Try
Oh
doing
no, please don't.
You don't have to, it's okay. But I'm like, cause you anytime that
Don't.
you'll be like, "Oh, I don't know the word for this," I'm just like, I'm just so impressed that people know how to do this. I can't imagine ever being that fluent in another language. It just seems so hard.
It's super interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very hard language to learn. So if you're gonna feel like it's hard to learn languages, you're
Yeah.
also trying with a very hard one. So
It's such a goofy language. Like, I'll say some sentences and I'm like, "It literally sounds like Dr. Seuss wrote this." Like, it doesn't sound real. But some
it's
stuff
it's it's kind of crazy.
yeah, it is. It's definitely harder than Spanish was whenever I was trying to learn Spanish. But I have like aspirations to move to the Netherlands, so I guess it'd be good to learn it.
Do you wanna go? Are you
Oh,
moving?
yeah. I really want to go. That's like our ultimate goal is to try and move there. That's why I get
Oh,
yeah, that's why I get stressed about like streaming and stuff because I want to do this in the Netherlands because it'd be really easy to get a visa to live there if I'm working in my own
yeah.
business. So that's why I get stressed out about it. I'm like, "Oh my God, is this a good idea? Like, should I just get a normal job? Would that be easier?" Because it all goes back
It's
to
complicated, yes. I
yeah,
feel it.
it's really complicated to try and like move and stuff. But it's expensive. So we're kind of still saving up for that now.
Yeah, I feel it. Like when I try to travel in the past, especially to the US,
Mhm.
like the visa thing is not that simple.
It's very annoying.
So it's expensive and it's complicated to like once they approve it, they can approve it for like different amounts of time depending on what they think.
Yeah.
Like 6 months, 2 years, 10 years even. But like they also can reject it, and if they reject it, they don't give you your money back. So it's like an investment that you have to be sure that you want to do or that you don't need the money for something else.
I know that's so scary.
Yeah. But someday we
Someday
will
you'll come
make it
visit.
there.
Oh, I
I
meant
would love
you.
to. I mean, I'm down for both.
Yeah, you could just you'll wait till I move and then you could just come visit me in the Netherlands. You don't need to come to the US. It's fine.
Oh, I would love that.
That'd be
I have a
amazing.
lot of people I would like to meet around Europe. So
There's so
if I get
many
there,
Twitch people in Europe. That's why I want to go to RuneFest because I'm just like I want to meet all these people who don't come to the US like for TwitchCon.
I mean, like, I felt when I was talking about like this last year without knowing that the RuneFest was confirmed,
Mhm.
I was like, if I could choose between going to the RuneFest or the TwitchCon, I would rather go to the RuneFest because on one side, I don't watch any other streamers or content creators that are not uh, from old school RuneScape community. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't really care about like other things on the con.
Yeah.
But I feel like if the RuneFest happen, people from the US will come too.
Yeah,
At least like
definitely.
most people will travel.
Yeah.
But if like TwitchCon US, a lot of people from the UK or like Europe in general didn't like showed up.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
agree.
I don't need a visa to go to Europe, so I just
Oh,
need a lot of money.
I didn't know you didn't need a visa. Why is
You need to.
the US so stupid?
They don't want me there. Can you believe this?
I
No,
hate
but
it.
no, you don't need a visa to go to the to the UK, but you have to do some online
Mhm.
forms that you have to fill, information that you have to put in there, and you probably have to pay some taxes, but you can go. Like my cousin
Oh,
decided he was going to go to France because he's a very Madonna big fan,
oh,
and she was announcing her tour in Europe but not in Latin America. So he was like, if is this is her last tour, I have to go.
yeah.
So he got the money on a month and decided that he was going. Like he was kind of crazy there. Asked money for people. I don't know. Got a loan. I don't know how the he did it,
But you
but
made it
he
work.
could do it. Like he did it on a month. But if you want like a visa for the US, you have to. They ask you for information that you don't have by the time. I remember I was like trying to get it from the Las Vegas,
Hmm.
and they were like, "Where are you staying?" And I was like, "I don't know."
You're like, I don't even know if I'm
Like,
allowed to go yet. What do you mean?
yeah, like, what? When is your tickets? And I was like, I don't have tickets. I'm not gonna buy tickets if I don't know if I can go. You know.
Yeah, why would you buy
So it
tickets
was
before
pretty
you get
funny.
an approved visa?
Yeah, it was pretty silly, but it's
Yeah.
also my unexperienced talking. Like, there's people that travels a lot and knows better than me.
Hmm.
Like I am pretty new to everything. I took my first plane for the first time ever on December last year, a year ago.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it was just like the start, Like I want to be able to travel. So if anyone is hiring,
Any oil
I'll take,
royalty?
you know,
Send her
anyone
on a
adopt
trip.
me.
Adopt you.
No, I'm just kidding, guys. But
So,
I mean, like that is something that I'm looking forward to do.
traveling around.
Hmm.
Yay. I know, I
I
love
mean,
seeing your
technically,
pictures.
I don't know anything, so anything is exciting for me at the moment.
True. But I mean, the place you went last year, how do you say it? Is it Iguazu? Iguazu?
Iguazu.
Iguazu
Iguazu.
Falls. Yeah, I say it in like the most American way.
Iguazu. No, Iguazu
Iguazu.
Falls. Yeah, it sounds like, powerful. But it's like a part of Argentina that combines with Brazil.
Oh, I didn't know it
So it's
combined
in
with
the north.
Brazil. Oh.
Like half of the falls are in the Argentinian side and
Hmm.
half of them are in the Brazilian side.
That's really cool.
So one of my best friends, IRL, which is actually who's going to go out with me tonight,
Oh, let's go.
Holly, had broke up with her boyfriend recently back then.
Hmm.
So she was like sad because she wanted to go on vacation
Yeah.
and she was going to go with him. So she actually like we got out together in July and say like, you know what? We both don't have who to go on vacation with. We're gonna go together and fuck it.
Cute.
Like we're gonna plan it and we're gonna do it like now.
Oh my
So we
god.
decided on September and we found out like prices and got together and put on like credit cards so we could afford it and we started paying it on September and we went on the trip on December
Oh my
and it
gosh.
was like a 4-day trip but it was completely worth it. Like it's insane. Like I've never took a plane before, so it was like my first experience on a plane.
Yeah. Was it scary for you being
um
on a plane for the first time, or was it chill?
i was I was extremely anxious
Yeah.
because I was very I'm afraid of heights, so I was like
Oh, you can't look out
scared
the
a
window or
lot.
anything.
I At first I thought I was not going to be able to,
Oh.
but when I was there it was so like magical for me. It's
Oh.
like the first time, I guess. Like it made me like, like I don't know how to explain it, but it opened my mind so much to
I
be
love
there
it.
and see like all this time, all this year I thought I couldn't do this and that I was not going to be able to like afford it, and I'm here and I'm living my best life right here, like it was. I'll show you a TikTok that I made from
Oh
the
yeah, for
plane.
sure.
And I was obsessed with like the view and the window and I loved it. Like it
Oh, it's
was
so pretty.
it
Was
was amazing. And yeah.
Oh, sorry, was it a long flight or was it short?
Nah, now it's like 1 hour and a half or something.
Oh, that's super short. Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty close. But look at those landscape. It's crazy. I was there and I was like, I can't believe like the rainbows that you see on the video
Yeah.
are
Literally looks
there.
fake. It looks fake.
They are there and they are everywhere.
Oh my
And everything
god.
that you see online is true and is better. Like I was afraid, but my friend is big on like into adventures.
Mhm.
So she was like, you know what? Like we have to go to do this activity where they put you on a boat and you go underneath like some of the falls,
Oh
obviously not the
my god.
big ones.
Yeah.
So I was like peeing myself. And then we took the boat and I started like crying because I was like, I can't believe I'm here. Like this is like insane. And this is inside my
What?
country, you know. I've been trying to go outside the country and not being able to afford it for so long. And I was missing out on this, you
Yeah,
know?
it's just like not even that far away from you.
Yeah, like it's obviously an investment, but it's completely
Mhm.
worth it. And it's also very much like much cheaper than going outside.
Oh,
So I was
definitely.
like, I got the experience to take a plane. The day after, we became champions of the world in football cup, which was like an insane experience to live because Argentinians are very passionate about football,
Yeah.
and like that was a situation that united the community so much, and everyone was happy and smiling and going crazy, and it was like amazing. And we went into this travel and I put on like the Argentinian shirt everywhere because I was so proud.
Oh.
And they took us on a tour to go to the Brazilian side of the falls for one day.
Mhm. So
And
you
when
went to
they took us
Brazil.
there, yeah, it was only for the falls and it was only like half day, but I technically stepped into
Yeah,
Brazil.
she's been in another country, you guys.
Guys, yes, for 12 hours.
It counts. It counts.
In my opinion, like Argentinian side is prettier, but I do think that Brazilian side of the falls has like more animals, and I love animals, so
Cute.
I thought that it was a different experience. In my opinion, there was so many people on the Brazilian side that I couldn't enjoy it that much because if you wanted to like just like stay there and stare at the falls, there
Yeah.
was people trying to move you to take pictures and
Oh.
it was annoying. So Argentinian side is bigger, so you can like enjoy more of like different views, I guess.
Yeah.
And the travel on the boat is wilder because our waters are like more wild. It was an
Ooh.
amazing experience. I regret nothing about it. Like,
I'm so
and
glad.
living that with one of my friends was pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to
And I
go to
really
the falls
want
so
to go
bad.
again.
If
I want to
I
go again, Sarah.
if I ever go, I'm 100% gonna make sure you go. If I ever go to Argentina, I will plan it around when you could hang out with me because I would love to go. Someone who actually lives there.
Oh, I will love that. I actually had the opportunity to be a guide
Oh,
for one of my Twitch friends when he came to Argentina. So
yeah.
I have experience on like doing tourist guides and like taking tourists to places that maybe are not the most touristic
Yeah.
because like they are cheaper and you have good food and you have to pay less and you have to, you know, live the actual experience because I'm all in for like if you come to Buenos Aires, you have to know the whole city and the whole situation of the country, not
Yeah.
just the pretty part, you know.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
That
I
sounds
thought it
amazing.
was like a nice experience as much as like for him as for me, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
And I love to do it. And I want to meet girls from RuneScape. Man, take me to RuneFest just so I can hold hands with the girls. Thank you.
Yes. So, are you gonna try and save? Because I was gonna ask, what
I'm
what's the RuneFest situation?
RuneFest situation goes like this.
Okay.
Last year I got scammed by a singing contest on Twitch. I don't know if you
Oh my
remember it.
god. No, there's a clip that someone took of me because I whenever they announced that you weren't the winner, I immediately closed the stream and was like, "That's bullshit." Like everyone in the chat was saying Ellie's name. I was so annoyed.
But the guy didn't want to show us the results. It was kind of shady.
It was
And it was
really
like
shady.
$1,000. So it was like kind of like got me into depression for a bit because I was like so close to get $1,000, which was like paying half my plane ticket.
Ugh.
So ever since I started saving, but the reality, and I'm gonna be extremely honest right now, is that I want to go and
Mhm.
I'm gonna put an effort on it, but I'm not going to avoid myself to enjoy life or to like,
Like
I'm not
save
talking about
so much
crazy
you don't
shit.
have fun the rest of the year.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like last year I decided that I enjoyed my trip to the fall so much that the saves that I had back then I was going to use them to pay for my parents to go.
Aw,
So I did it.
that's so
And
sweet.
they didn't have the experience of the plane either. So I was
Oh.
like so inspired by the fools that I was like I want them to go. So I saved for like 6 months and took them there. And there my savings went down again.
That's so
But I
sweet of
regret nothing,
you.
and I will definitely do it again if I could.
Yeah.
Um, and it was a very special moment of the year when they went because my family situation was complicated on like the
Mhm.
health of my grandparents. So it was like something that I'm very happy I did when I did. And
Yeah.
I really want to have opportunities along the year. And I really, really, really want to have opportunities to do my own music. So
Yeah.
I'm half saving for Runefest, but I'm also saving for recording music live.
Yeah,
So
that's so cool.
I want to go and I am saving for it. I actually did a
Mhm.
Savathon recently for Christmas,
Yes.
which those incomes from the Savathon are going 100% for Runefest savings.
Yeah.
But the truth is that I know I need a lot of money to go, and that if I spend the money to fly there, I'm not going just for the con. I'm gonna stay and get to travel as much as I can
Yeah.
there.
You have to make if
Because,
you're
like,
flying all the way to Europe, you have to make the most of it. It's far.
exactly, especially because I know I'm not gonna be able to do it like again soon,
Yeah. I said
And
the same exact thing. If I go, I would want to save up extra money and go to other countries too. Like,
exactly
I don't
because
want to just go to Birmingham. Like,
if
no.
I think about it this way, um, going to the con cost only the plane in Argentinian pesos cost around 2 million,
Oh my
which
god.
it will be like 25K. To I'm bad at numbers in English.
You're okay.
2,400.
Yes.
So I could start paying for a car if I wanted here with that money. So
It's
it's
really expensive.
complicated because I have to balance like getting a better life quality,
Yeah.
maybe moving from my house, like also my dream of traveling because it's something that I really want to do. And the fact that there's like so many amazing people like down to help me together is like very inspiring for me too.
Aw.
So I'm like trying to put everything on the table and see how can I like make it happen
Mhm.
at the same time that I survive in Argentina.
Yeah,
you know?
you don't wanna it would suck if you spent all this time saving and, like, having a bad quality of life in Argentina, and then you didn't have enough money for RuneFest, and then it'd be like, "What did you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
suffer for?"
Or maybe like if something happened here, I still
Yeah,
like will choose always to support my family if they need it. So it's
of
like
course.
complicated. But I do be saving.
Good.
I do be taking extra shifts at work as well to be able to not touch the RuneScape money as much as I
Aw.
can. And I have some sort of savings there. It's not
Yay!
much. It's not like I'm not close, but I'm there
You
doing
started,
it. Like
though.
I started it. And I know there's a lot of people that wants me to go, and even if it scared the hell out of me to go, because like I don't know, I'm afraid. Imagine like I took like a 15 hours flight there, and then people don't want to hang out with me.
Shut up,
I will
everyone
cry.
would wanna hang out with you. I think everyone loves you.
I love them too. There's like so many content creators that I would love to meet, and the girls like
All the
all
Daenerys
of.
girls.
Oh my god, I will kill for them. So in game, guys, in game,
Yeah,
in
not
the
in
real
real
life.
life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's crazy because like I don't know, I want to. I feel like it will open my mind so much to be able to be there because like I've googled it, I've talked from people from there, and I
Yeah.
will encourage people to try and travel to Latin America too because
Mhm.
it's dangerous, because you know I have to give you a warning, you will fall in love with it. And the people like I love here. I think like Argentina and other countries from Latin America has the more welcoming, warm, sweet people.
Oh,
And I feel like people from other countries doesn't know that part of Latin America. They don't only know like the poor and like
yeah.
Latina and like the cooking
I
or
feel like
messy
I feel like Latin
part of it.
America has like a bad reputation for some reason, but it's like it seems awesome. It seems really
I
cool.
can I mean I can only talk about like Argentina side because
Yeah.
I've lived here my whole life. And I'm not gonna lie, there's places that are dangerous, as in like
Mhm.
every other part of the world. Like,
Yeah.
not every city is safe, but that doesn't mean that something bad is gonna happen. Like my friend, when he was in Buenos Aires, they were like afraid to put up the phone and take a picture, and I was like, bro, like come on, like you don't have to be silly enough to be showing off your stuff, and not taking care of it. Or if you leave your phone on a table, yeah, it's not gonna be there when you come back, but
That's everywhere though. People just do
but
that
if you
everywhere.
but if you take care of your like person, your staff and shit, like it
Yeah,
shouldn't be that dangerous, you know? Like I think it's completely worth it. And if you're with a local, it's like less likely for anything to happen either.
definitely. I think it's funny like a lot of people will well like mostly I hear people talk about Mexico cuz I'm right next to Mexico. But people talk about Mexico like if you go to certain parts like you're going to get murdered or something. And I'm like, people like live there and like vacation there. Like it's just like everywhere else.
I know.
Yeah, it's so
But
weird.
you should come. Like if Boone shows you any of the pictures I show you of the places that I've
They're
been
so
in or I
cool.
want to go, the landscape in Argentina are insane.
I would love to. Why don't they ever do TwitchCon or RuneFest in Latin America? That'd be so
And
fun.
then I don't want to brag, but we host the best parties, you know.
That'd be amazing. And then you just see like a capybara when you're driving around. I would literally burst into tears.
I mean, there's no capybaras everywhere,
I imagine
but
everywhere because that's my dream.
there's capybaras up in the north. It's like private food.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get there, but people get them as pets too because they are there. You know,
I love
it's
that.
funny, and they are like extremely cute. But it's not like they are everywhere
Yeah,
because
of course.
there's no capybaras on the middle of the city.
I would
But
die laughing if you're just walking through the city and there's just little capybaras sitting on the corner.
I think that's pretty cool. Like I love animals in general. Like I'm a
Yeah.
big animal person. That's why I'm a vegetarian too.
Hey, and you
So
could take me to places. I mean, I'm vegan, so it's a little different, but you could help find places that don't have meat at least if I go visit.
yeah, of course. And I have one of my best friends is vegan, so
Hey.
I've learned a lot about like that and like the candies that they can eat and stuff.
Yep.
So I could like give her my stuff
Aw,
100% down.
that's so sweet. Yeah,
Um,
that's another thing I hear a lot is in Latin America, everything has meat in it. And I'm like, not everything. There's no way. Because people
no,
are still
that's not true.
vegetarian and vegan everywhere.
Like that would have been true years ago because
Hmm.
as everywhere in the world, like I guess like people learn
Yeah, like
and
10 years ago
people
here,
start
there
like
wasn't that much either.
and maybe like 10 years ago I took my friend out and she ended up like eating just fries because it was the only thing that was on the menu.
Yeah.
But from my own experience being a vegetarian, I think like people like grown
Hmm.
a lot and there's a lot of more of like possibilities.
Good.
So there's always like one, two options everywhere. Maybe not a lot of options, but there's always an option.
Yeah, they're trying at
And
least.
yeah, they're improving
Good.
100%.
I love that. Yeah, that's like I feel like it's very rare now here to find restaurants that only have like a salad or only french fries. Everyone has like at least one thing, even if it doesn't sound that delicious. At least it's
Yeah.
something.
I guess it depends on what you like or you don't like, but
Yeah.
I think like there's like a great like how do you call it? A variety
Oh
of
yeah.
like flavors. And people is very creative up in the kitchen as well. So
Yay.
I'm not gonna lie, meat in here is amazing. Like I used to eat meat in here and meat in
Yeah.
Argentina is insane, but that's how you can tell I love animals, I'm making an effort.
You're really
No, but
sacrificing the delicious food there.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiring.
But there's also like great food to eat without like
That meat.
having to, Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I fall Ever
Sorry.
since like I met hummus, I love it. Like,
Hummus.
do you know? Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Ellie, I thought you said homos. Like, gay.
No,
Like,
I mean, yeah, sure, I
you're
love
like,
them.
I love my gay viewers. And I'm like, this is not relevant, but I'm so happy.
Like,
I'm dead.
I'm sorry, my accent is ass.
No, I also am just the worst at hearing anyone ever in the world. So that's also me.
I
But
love my gay viewers too.
yeah, that as
That's not
well.
what I meant.
But
I think in Spanish you pronunciated humus.
oh, really? Okay,
So
cool.
it's pretty different. I don't know how to say it in English. I've never used
Um,
that word in English before. I was
that's
like
so
trying
funny. No, I think it was just me as well. And because I'm like bisexual too, so I just hear it and I'm like, gay, hello, and everything that people talk
Me?
about. Yeah, me?
Oh my god, you love me? Fine.
I guess I'll take it. Um,
Oh,
Robert
that's
was
funny.
Robert was like the same with hummus. He still hates every kind of bean for no reason. He hates beans. Like we're
I love beans.
yeah, I like them too. They're very good if you're a vegetarian or vegan. Like they're in a lot of stuff. He like will refuse to eat them, and the only thing that he'll eat is hummus from garbanzo beans.
I
That's all it. That's it.
Oh, those are the best. I love them. Not
Hummus is
gonna lie.
delicious. I'll go visit you, and we'll eat hummus and go see a waterfall and find capybaras somewhere in the country.
I think it's a great idea.
Why does that sound like the
I'm down.
most fun
I'm
trip
down
in the
with it.
world? That sounds more fun than Birmingham,
Honestly,
England.
fine. No, I'm kidding.
No, everyone's just gonna be in Argentina instead. That would be
Yeah.
cool. Oh my god. I wish.
Yes.
Um,
I think it will be crazy.
that would be
I'm still
amazing.
planning on going. If I can, guys, afford it, I will go. And you know what? My mom has this machine
Mm-hmm.
where she can make like print stickers.
Oh,
So when my friends, I got to meet three people from Twitch IRL so far.
cute.
Two of them were Latin Americans, and the other one was European.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent people that I got to meet IRL were two friends from Twitch. That I met him. They are a couple,
Yeah.
and I was friends with the man of the couple. He used to stream in Spanish as well. His name is Colliers, and
Mm-hmm.
he's from Chile, next to Argentina.
Oh,
So
cool.
he stopped streaming, but he DMs me out of the blue and says like, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to go to Argentina on like November. If you would like to meet with us, like my
What?
girlfriend is a big fan of Taylor Swift. So when Taylor Swift
Oh.
did the Eras tour, she came to Argentina, but didn't came to Chile or any other countries, but Argentina or Brazil in Latin America.
Yeah.
So a lot of tourism happened on November because a lot of people from other like Latin countries like travel, even like from the US or
Yeah.
Europe to Argentina because it was cheaper for them. So they came to Argentina and I got to meet them and they brought like a huge bag of like sweets from Chile for me to
Oh
try.
my gosh, that's so
I fell in love with
nice.
like his girlfriend, like she's amazing, and we became friends like in the second.
I love it.
So today is her birthday. Actually, I sent
Aw,
her a message recently.
happy
Yeah,
birthday to her.
and happy birthday, Ale. So she came and we traveled a little bit inside Buenos Aires. So I made him like a tourist guide for a day. But they came only for like 4 days, and two of those days I worked, so I couldn't go. So it was
Oh
like
yeah.
just one day that we could meet. And
Yeah.
the Friday I could go, but they had the concert, so it was no sense because I didn't have tickets to join them.
Yeah.
So the story with them was pretty crazy
Okay.
because on Friday she was going to do three concerts in Argentina: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh my god, that's exhausting.
When I'm sorry, it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday was not.
Okay.
So the thing is that they had tickets for Friday and they left on Saturday morning. That was the plan
Mm-hmm.
because they had to go back to work, right?
Yeah.
So the thing goes like Friday they are on the on the line to enter the stadium, and
Okay.
it started like a big storm
Oh.
that it becomes like so big that it became dangerous, and it was like electric storm. So they
Uh,
had to cancel the concert. And there's like a joke, inside joke, that it was like in the news in here. Everything was about Taylor Swift for that weekend, and they put on the, how do you say, on the Weather Channel. They put it on like a picture that says like dry Swifties or like wet Swifties, because people from Thursday concert was like a sun, and it was like so hot, and on
yeah.
Friday everyone got wet.
That's hilarious.
So that was like the joke of like the wet Swifties, and she was like on that group.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the day after they would have to come back, and the concert got postponed to Sunday.
Mhm.
So when they tried to fix their like hotels and plane tickets, like it was like so many tourism in Argentina back then that it was like insanely expensive to do, and they
Yeah.
couldn't afford it. And they decided that as she was the big fan, even if like the boyfriend wanted to be with her on the concert, like he was not the one that really wanted to go to a concert, it was her.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm not living here if you're not going, so you have to go, but I have to go back to work. So what about like I go back on the plane, but we lose your plane ticket and you pay for like a bus ticket and go back home by bus?
Hmm.
So basically, I was like, anything that she needs, she counts on me. Like, she's not alone. If you feel afraid of leaving her here alone and you leave, like,
Yeah.
I will help her with whatever she needs. So I started trying to find tickets for them to change like the date so they could go on Saturday concert, but it was impossible because everything was oversold.
Yeah. Of course.
So I told her like my cousin wanted to buy a ticket, so if she wanted to sell her boyfriend's ticket to someone, so she recovers the money. And
Yeah.
then she DMs me like, I don't want this to sound weird because like we just met, but I really would like you to come to the concert with me
Oh,
instead of like selling the ticket.
that's so sweet.
So it was like pretty sick because I was not ready for that, and I was
Yeah.
not expecting her to do it. And she took me to see Taylor Swift.
I was so
And
confused because whenever you start the story and you're like, I didn't have tickets, I was like, oh, for some reason I thought she went.
yeah, I went, but because she gifted me her boyfriend ticket when he had to came back.
That's so sweet.
Imagine
Aw.
like playing RuneScape got me to see Taylor Swift, guys.
Yeah, in a weird roundabout way, RuneScape got you to see Taylor Swift.
Yeah, technically, like
That's so sweet.
um, it was amazing. I've got some crazy experience. I can't wait to make more. Like, imagine if it takes me to Europe
Yeah,
to kiss
all
some girls. Like, wow.
I love all of your stories. It feels like you've had like the weirdest, most random cool experiences.
I guess so. Like, I
Yeah.
guess I never talk about all of them together.
Yeah, you're like,
Like, it's like
I
the
won
first
a
time.
competition and got a school sponsorship. And I went and made a friend. And she randomly took me to Taylor Swift. And I'm like, how, what is your life? This is so cool.
I don't know, like, it happens with good things, but also with bad things.
Oh, yeah,
Like
of course.
I have had the most random, weird ass experience in like my whole life. Like, and
Yeah.
when I go into my classroom and I tell my students, like, oh God, like you don't know what happened for me today. And they were like, there's no shot. And I'm like, sometimes like those things happens when I have other people around and they go like, oh, you're not making up the story. This happens. Like I swear.
You just attract
What
the weirdest experiences, whether they're good or bad.
But it's fun. I mean, it's fun at the end. Like
Yeah.
one time, we were like, there's a thing in Latin America. I don't know if it happens in other countries, so I have the feeling that I need to explain it.
Okay.
In the beach cities, like where there are like beaches, it sounds like when I say it, but that's not what I meant. You can cut that off and like
No,
make
no.
it sound
I
good.
got you. It sounded like beach to me.
Like,
You're good.
thank you, because like I have issues with pronunciation in some words. There's like these little trains that are like actually like cars, but they look like trains or like
Okay.
boats. That is like an experience for kids. They have like people inside those, like dress up as like like cartoons,
Oh, cute. Okay.
and like the kids go into the. It's like, when you're a tourist and you have like this roofless like trucks, or like, I don't know how to call them, like buses.
Okay. No, I know what you mean.
But
Like tour things, kind of like a tour guide on it showing you.
yeah,
Okay.
but it looks like a. Let me show you.
Sure.
It's gonna be easier to explain.
No worries.
It will be, it's like a car, but it's like a train.
Okay.
It's like this,
Oh, yeah. It's
You know
low
what
key
I mean?
like almost like a fake train just going down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cute.
So we were with my family standing on a park on vacation, like close home in Argentina.
Yeah.
And I see like the most common character is Spider-Man, but there's also like others. And I was facing the train. My sister was facing the train, but my parents were like not looking at it. So
Okay.
out of the blue, I see like a minion going down the bus, like on a very cheap, ugly costume, like an
Yeah.
ugly minion. It was like this minion for you to have like an idea of what I saw.
Okay.
And he started running.
It's just like the most off-brand looking minion ever.
Oh my god. And he started running towards my mom. And like my sister and I look at each other and we didn't get what was going on. And the minion like erupt in my family conversation and start twerking with my mom.
Wait, what?
Then like he started like dancing with my mom and hack her, and like then run away to the train again. And it was like
So weird.
extremely funny. Like my mom yelled like out loud. She was like scared.
I'd be scared too if that thing ran at me.
Nah, but it was like funny because like it was like we were all together. It was not like the minion was like assaulting my
Oh
mom.
yeah,
It
no,
was
of
like
course.
it was just making it like something funny for the kids to laugh, I guess. But
That's so
I
cute.
almost peed myself that day. It was
That literally sounds fake. A minion ran over and started twerking with your mom.
100% true, and my sister won't let me lie about it.
It's so funny. I love that.
That like I have like a lot of like crazy funny experience like those
That's so cute.
happening all over my life. They sound fake, but I 100% insurance you that they are real. I promise.
That's so cute. I love it. Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
yeah.
Continue. You go.
No, no, no. It's okay. I was just saying that it's
I
kind of funny looking back because I didn't remember all of this happened.
You forgot about it all.
Yeah, it's like it's been a while since like
Hmm.
they didn't happen on like the same period of time. There was like
Oh, okay.
years
Yeah.
apart.
That's so cute. I like that. That's a fun story to have.
Hmm.
Um, I was gonna ask because we'll probably get into the Q&A before too long. I didn't realize we've already been talking for an hour
Hmm.
and a half. Like it's gone by quick. But
Wow.
I wanted to make sure before all that I ask you about your PVM experiences because we were literally talking about it before we start recording.
Life. Ah, yeah, that's true.
We got so distracted by everything else.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry. I forgot what Roski was for a minute.
I forgot too. We were just talking about like traveling in Argentina, and I was just like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about RuneScape. So
Um,
tell me about your raiding experience and your favorite raid.
my rating experience started on Cox,
Oh,
and it
nice.
was with one of the first people I told you about, like one of these Latin streamers before I started streaming.
Oh,
He was
cool.
like, "Okay, I was joking about like when are you going to take me to raid?" Because my full experience was my first boss was the Jad,
Oh,
and they told me how to do it.
oh,
And I learned what an FQ was back then. Like I didn't knew anything, like anything. And I was a little bit drunk when I did it, not gonna lie, because I was so nervous.
yeah.
I didn't know what a safe spot, flinch, flick, or like F key anything
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I got my
Whenever I
first
first
fire
started,
cave.
no. You got it
Yeah, and then
still?
yeah. It took me 4 attempts. Then I went to I had a coach like teaching me how to click game though because I didn't know anything about PVMing.
Yep.
Then I went to do so Sora or Borkath I think.
Okay.
Then Sora, and then like my first raid was Cox. Like at first when I learned a new content like thing, like I was like spending all my time there. I was like, oh, I learned like Cox and I'm gonna do Cox till I die, you know.
No, yeah.
And back
Till
then I
I
didn't know
die.
about all the solo bosses or like the possibilities. So my friends in the Spanish community were like willing to teach me. So
Hmm.
they took me during one of them streams, but I did not knew I was going and I didn't know understand anything.
Yeah.
So they took me on a group raid and I was like wearing a void and running all over the place without trying to
Oh,
like follow what they told me to do.
yeah.
And I got a purple in the first KC and
Are you
everyone was so hyped.
serious?
I'm 100% true, and it was live. I don't know if there's a clip, but it was on a stream,
Oh my god.
and it was not my stream though. It was Godzilla's stream.
Yeah.
So like everyone was hyping, and I was like, "What's going on?" Because like I didn't know there was different color of lights, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Are you telling me the lights are not always purple?"
Oh my
And my
god.
first my first case it was a purple, and it was a Dex.
Oh
Then
my
I
god.
fell in love with the raids,
Yeah.
and I did cogs for a while in mostly trio or duo.
Hmm.
And then I did mass, and like I have an insane log in cogs. Like those raids loved me. I have 3 Tivos on my log.
Holy, you have a
Um,
lot of T-bows.
when I learned how to do TOV though, I fell for it. Like I think my favorite piece of content in the game is doing TOV.
Yeah, I feel like
With
you do
the
top a
reason,
lot.
yeah.
I
Let me check my cases. I will tell you my cases right now.
can't believe you got
I
a purple on
have
your first at Chambers though.
Yeah, I
Oh my
have
god.
1,255 normal costs, 234 CMs.
My god.
My log is pretty sick. My only missing out the Elder mode, and I have 3 Kodais and 3 Tivo.
Oh my god. But no Elder Mole. That is so weird.
Yeah.
At least you got the
Then when
pet
I
too.
started doing top, I got over like 1,000 cases, and I spoon Harmotub, and 139 I have the Sanguine Kid and the Dust, so it's pretty cool. But I have
Ay.
no sight, and I
7
have 7
pets?
pets.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I thought you were gonna say that and I saw it and I was like, ain't no way.
So I will say that if I had to rank them, my favorite will be Tav,
Yeah.
then Cox, especially now after the updates. I've been enjoying Cox again.
Yeah. The updates are so good.
And yeah, I'm obsessed. And I like TOA, but I'm a hyping player, so sometimes it can get frustrating if you try to do content and like you get like a little bit of lag and it's pretty much annoying.
Yeah.
But I like it, but I cannot stand it for a long period of time. I don't have that much Casey on TOA.
Do you have to go to like US servers or which servers work best for you?
US works the best, but it truly depends because
Mm-hmm.
like when League started, for example, all the wars were
Yeah.
I feel like the least ping that I get and is in my best worst is 170. Then on the UK I get like 230 to 50, and on the Aussie worlds I get like over 300 and 350.
Oh my god. That's a
So
lot.
my best ping will be US, but I have a lot of friends from Europe and I play a lot in UK ping because of them.
You're such a gamer for doing thousands of raids and your ping is at best still really bad.
I think like the worst of myself in at the time of like raiding,
Yeah.
besides like the ping, which is also like a reality that sometimes I see people playing on streams and I'm like, if I would have done that clip that he did, I would be dead because I had to think
Ahead of
for
time.
forward to play.
Yeah.
But I'm also a very easy to distract person. You can see during this conversation we went to like 1,000 topics,
Yeah. Of
Like
course.
you say something to me and I get distracted. And when I'm live, I love to entertain and enjoy myself and sing and like talk to my chat. So I feel like I die a lot in game more for being distracted or like
Yeah.
not paying attention than for like the playing itself.
Yeah. It's
But
not even
it's
your internet.
yeah, that is the true guys. But
That's yeah, if
I
you've
do.
ever seen her stream, she's always like singing and stuff, and it's the best. And I would also be dying all the time if I were you.
Oh my god. But I enjoy PVMing and I think like I got to a point where I can consider myself like I'm good at it. And if I were a little less lazy to learn some stuff, I will be even better.
What kind of stuff do you even need to learn? I feel like you know everything.
Well, to be honest, like I never know like the exact besting slots when like
Mm,
updates come and like is it better to wear this ring or this other ring. So I like to learn from people. So when I'm watching streams, I'm asking them, or when I'm raiding with my friends, like I'm asking them or to my chat.
yeah.
But I'm very lazy at the moment of like watching guides and things like that. I don't really do it. Like I don't. I just like talk to a player and I'm like, you're good at this. Can you come to a call with me and teach me how to do it?
I love that. I
And I
don't
like to learn from experience more than to learn from like
watching
watching
guides.
guides.
I'm
Yeah.
100% the same way. Like I don't like how much of RuneScape sometimes bossing it feels like homework. Like you have to go and like watch an hour-long video and read the wiki. I just like sending stuff until I understand it.
Yeah. I think
I
it's more entertaining.
yeah, and then people could laugh at me for dying and it's okay.
But it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I also like if I have to say like in PVMing in general, not only like raids.
Mhm.
Um I'm gonna say something
Okay.
that don't take me too seriously, but
Okay.
I kinda enjoy at some point LMS.
I
I'm
actually
very
wanted
bad
to
at PvP.
I wanted to ask you. No, you are not. The other day you got several kills at LMS during your subathon.
I was obligated to.
You're still doing it though. I was very impressed. I was like lurking, like
Oh,
making the picture to announce that she was on the podcast and she's just like PKing everyone left and right. And I was like, "Oh my gosh."
no, I am not good at PK, but I have one friend. This is another funny story, which people doesn't believe that it's actually true, but it is.
Okay.
That I got into PKing a little bit because of one friend whose name is MN6. Maybe you know him from a clip that got into Behemoth where he was
Oh.
returning me my shadow stuff that he PK'd himself for me. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew about that story,
Yes,
but
he PK'd you and then you accidentally had all your stuff and he felt bad so he gave it back, right?
it was funny because like the truth is that I was doing a bingo. I was like
Uh-huh.
on the event core bingo community. Shout out them. They organize very cool events. And like I was in non-sleep for days. So I was like, you know what? After streaming 12 hours, I'm gonna go to do an easy task on the wilderness. And for some reason, instead of Googling what is the best in slot, I decided that I was going to go with my shadow stuff. So what happened is that I was raiding on like a high risk war
Oh
and I forgot.
no.
So I TP into Anacrawl with my shadow staff and like an imbued heart and like a bunch of other stuff. Like it was not very expensive.
Yeah.
The good thing is that I had a bank enough to buy myself another shadow, but it was like pretty weird because when I got PK'd, I left the CC when I knew that I was going to die with my shadow. So I was like, I didn't want anyone to know because I was still embarrassed.
Yeah, of course.
And then like I go to the GE to sell my stuff to buy my new shadow, and I found like these PKers on the GE like flaming me and talking and I was like
Oh,
so angry because they were being mean. And I was like, you know what? You deserve my stuff because you PK'd it in good faith, but there's no reason to like start like spamming me like that.
yeah.
So I left, I buy my new stuff, and then out of the blue, days after, like this happened, this guy joined my server and tagged me saying like I need to say to tell you the truth or something. And I was like, about like you got PK a couple of days ago, And I was like, if you're gonna flame me, please like leave it there, you know? Like
Yeah.
I literally replied that to him, like, please, like if you're gonna be mean to me, just like leave.
Yeah.
And he felt bad because he was like, I was not going to do that, like, but I have all the reasons to believe he was going to, you know? So
Yeah.
then I started talking to him on the DMs and we got into an agreement and I was like, you know what, it's okay, you pick it in good faith, like you keep it, like I did
Yeah.
not ask for it. Because like people on Behemoth video were like talking to me saying like what did I do to get it back, or like if I saw him something, you know?
That makes me so mad, by the way,
and
that people were
and
saying
yeah, I
that.
know, but that was not what happened. Like it was crazy because people don't believe me that I did not even ask for it. Like
Some people just do
be,
nice things.
we talked in DMs and I was like everything is fine, like I think it was unnecessary for you to flame me like that and tell me like
Yeah.
ugly shit and like trading me my stuff to see it again or whatever. I think it's funny personally right now, but at the moment I was struggling IRL,
Of
so it was like pretty
course.
shitty. Yeah. So he follows me on Twitch and he goes like, "Okay, are we good?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're good. Like, it's okay. It's the game. It was my own fault for playing without
Mhm.
sleeping." So we were on good terms already. So everything was okay. I was not mad at all. It was my fault.
Yeah.
So I go into streaming, and suddenly, out of the blue, I had him on report, not in report, in like ignored because
Yeah.
he was being mean. So I couldn't, and he was like, "Please, can you take me out of ignore and then appear on top bank and trade me my stuff back?" And I was like thinking, like, if you're doing me a joke on stream, like you're gonna like pretend that you're trading me and then
Mhm.
cancel or something, like please don't do it.
Yeah.
And then he actually gave my stuff back,
Aw.
and we actually became friends after that, and up today,
Cute.
like he's one of like my closest friends. Like I adore Tom, like I think he's a great person. And besides stuck in RuneScape, like he was the one that took me into his CC, and the people that was flaming me then were there like supporting me on the wilderness and taking me to wars and like
That's
doing
so
LMS
funny.
together. I'm still at PKing. Sorry guys, I disappoint you. But it was like a good way to start like, you know, trying new stuff that I wouldn't have really tried if it wasn't because of that experience, I guess.
That's like so
Um
weird. You got PK'd for Shadow and now you have close friends and you go to LMS with them.
and I actually got like close enough for him to
Yeah.
lend him my gear, and I was like, "Do you need my crossbow? Take it. Like even if
Oh
you
my
scam
gosh.
me, like you already gave me more than that, you know."
Yeah, you
So
got your Tebow back, so it's fine.
yeah, and it was pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Um, yeah.
I
So
remember
I
when that
think I like
happened.
raids and PKing the most, but I'm bad at PKing and I'm decent at raids.
Is PKing something that you want to like practice to get good at?
I would love to if I have a tutor.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like the same reason, you know. But it's also like pretty unlikely that I have such a bad ping because if you PK with someone that is good at PKing with like zero ping and you have 200 ping, it's like very hard.
Yeah, it seems you have like an uphill battle ahead of you to try and learn that. Sounds hard.
Yeah, but I enjoy it like when I can. Like
Yeah,
I
you
just
were
do
doing
it
a good
for fun, you
job.
know.
I feel like you were doing good. I was watching it and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to bring this up on the podcast. She's a little PKer." I
I
thought
wish I was.
you're getting there slowly. You've got some KC, which is like better than me. I think the only KC I get at LMS is the bots. They just stand there and I
I
just
love it.
kill them.
Yeah, I think I've killed some people, but there's also some people that killed me, and they were
Yeah.
not very good.
People
And some
get
of them are like pretty nasty. They flame you and they say sexual because you have a girl
ew.
name.
Gross.
When I'm, you know, this is like a story, but it's true. When I'm PKing on Latina Mami account, people is actually nice to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they are great to me.
But on the other one they're
But
mean.
they're harassing a little bit. Like on stream last time, like one of them were like saying some, I don't know,
Gross. Gross stuff.
yeah, gross stuff, yeah. Like, but I personally don't take it like too personal. Like, I guess there are people like communicate like that.
Yeah, just report them and ignore.
Yeah, yeah. I also like started like understanding a little bit more PK behavior when I went into calls with like my friends, group of friends, because I realized that they flame each other the same way and that they don't necessarily mean it. Not all of them. Some of them obviously like are
Yeah,
not
just
good,
mean.
but some of them, yeah, some of them were like actually super sweet after that. So I was like, restore my faith in community from PK, you know?
Oh, cute. Yeah, I don't like the people that make sassy replies start flaming you when you die. I'm like, I'm sensitive. I'll cry. Leave me alone. But
You can do it back to them though. It's kind of fun sometimes.
no, I one time someone PK'd me and I just like my version of being sassy was very mild. I was just like, "Oh, I'm going to eat all my food first because I didn't have anything on me. So I just ate all my food." They paid
See?
they paid somebody to come into my chat and start saying my full name. Go into our Discord, tag everyone with my full name and racist
Oh,
pictures.
that's extremely
And
creepy.
they were trying to get me in VC so they could say the N word on my stream and get me banned, I guess. It was
That's
weird.
so bad.
So I'm really afraid to flame anyone in game. I just don't say anything. That was like years ago, but it scared me enough to now I just don't say anything to PKers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you haven't had that. That you have people that you could just
Yeah.
flame and they're fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm learning. Like, at first, when I started, like, being online, I was also very sensitive about
Yeah.
everything, and I took everything very personal.
Mhm.
And, like, when you grow up a little bit, you know, you mature some stuff of yourself, and if you're self-confident, like, those things doesn't really get to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like, there's moments where you are not doing well, where, like, maybe those things, like, get through easier than other times. And,
Mhm.
like, something like that, I had experience with people in Twitch that were, like, scary too.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel that. Like, one time, one guy that it was, like, creepy as hell ended up, like, tagging everyone on my Discord saying that he wanted to hurt, like, one of my friends and that he will pay for information where his location or
I
something.
remember that.
It
That
was
was so
like,
scary.
yeah, that was
Ugh.
super scary.
Some people are
And
unhinged.
so I just try to focus on like the good experience and the
Yeah.
amazing people that I got to know. If you're listening to me, you know who you are.
The good
And
outweighs
I'm
the
happy that
bad.
you're in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you feel the same way with me.
That they don't like secretly hate
So,
you.
yeah, exactly, But I don't know. I think that it's a good experience at the end of the day, and that right now I'm finding like a good balance so I can enjoy my IRL life as much as my online, and that I get to, you know, um, see people IRL and like get to like finish of like officializing those friendships that are online,
Yeah.
and that I get to hug you guys at Roomfest and
Oh,
you take me
cute.
on like fun activities and that I will make you shake your ass on like a Latino party. That is the deal. You just
She
give me the Spotify and I will put on some good bangers for you to dance.
she did try to teach me how to shake before. It's true. She's a good teacher.
We did it like one class of like booty
It was
movements with her
so hard.
and it
And
was it was very fun. I
oh,
actually kind of like had a video of that day of myself
yeah.
dancing in my Lilo and Stitch shorts that are
Yeah.
actually the same ones that I'm wearing right now.
Oh,
And I was like, I should post this video, but you know,
yeah.
it's funny. It's
It was
funny. I'm
cool.
going back into dancing and recording and like feeling self-confident to do it. It's complicated
Yay.
sometimes, so I will get there, and maybe you get some shaking content on Twitter line soon.
Hey, let's go. Everyone loves it. You're such a good dancer. It was it was so cool, but also intimidating because you were trying to teach me, and I was like, "You don't understand. I can't do what you're doing. I don't even understand."
Yeah, but you were getting there. I don't know if you ever like tried to practice it again, but
I do have try every once in a while, and I'm like, I just don't get how Ellie does this. Just got
when we
practice.
meet IRL, I will show.
Hey, okay, cool. We'll meet in London, and you'll teach me to twerk. It's fine.
We're going to be the we're girls twerking in the Runefest.
That'd be so funny. You could just teach everyone how
Yeah,
to.
I will dress up as the gnome child.
Oh my god, a twerking gnome child. Yes, please. Okay.
Like I was
Someone
very
send
close
this
to do.
woman to England.
Huh?
I said
Please.
somebody to send you to England.
It's good.
I'd love that.
I'm using my costume for no child.
God, that sounds amazing. Oh my god. I love your glasses for the gnome child too. Whenever you put them on the other day during your subathon, I was laughing.
I was like seeing myself like the first time I put them on because it was like last minute. I had the
Yeah.
glasses and I found paper and I was like, I'm gonna turn this into like a funny cosplay.
It is so goofy. I love it so much.
And I posted the picture on Twitter, like a bunch of like crazy weird non-community bots started like spamming the hell out of me.
Oh, what the heck? That's weird.
I swear.
That's
Like I
so
told
strange.
everyone that I was going to do the nom show without the glasses, but if you see the costume without the glasses and with the glasses,
I
it's like one
love
thousand
it.
percent better.
It
Whenever I
just
get good at like
oh,
whenever I get good at like doing the makeup things,
yeah, I love it.
I will do. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see your costumes when you get the prosthetics.
Oh, me neither.
It's gonna be
I will
awesome.
force my teacher into like helping me doing this.
Yeah, you should.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We could probably move on to the Q&A now. Or was there anything else you wanted to say before?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Bring it.
Uh So the first question is from Wraith on Discord. I worded this insane to her. She had to ask what I meant, and I read it back, and it made no sense at all. So thank you for saying something. But
Picture.
which celebrity would you bet $1 million has secretly played RuneScape before?
I was thinking about that one, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if what I'm gonna say is gonna be weird or not. And I
Okay.
don't know how to pronounce his name very well, but I think it could be Henry Cavill or Cavill or however you pronounce
Oh,
his name.
yeah, because he's
Don't you
really,
think he could?
yeah,
He's
actually.
he's into games and he's
Yeah.
very hot, by the way.
He's very hot. No,
I feel like
that's a good
he's like a
answer.
good. It could be one, right?
Yeah, because he's
Have
really into
anyone
stuff.
told you before?
No, no, I didn't expect that answer at all. But yeah, he must.
I'm I'm just looking at him right now,
Just
and
swooning. He is very good looking.
if, if this person's like risky, hell yeah, I'm getting I'm getting good at raids.
You're like, it's fine. We can raid together.
Fine, I will
I
teach you.
guess.
If he doesn't know how to.
Yeah, he's really good looking.
Jesus. But I think like he's like very nerdy on that way, and I feel
Yeah.
like he will be a good possibility. I actually found a video of him like fixing a computer or like
Oh,
making like I don't know how to call it when you put on the pieces to make a computer in English.
I don't know the words for it, but I think I know what you mean. Like building it
Yeah.
like a PC?
Yeah, building. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I couldn't see it.
All good.
He was building it and like with like a sleeveless shirt and all the boys were like drooling. They were drooling about like Henry Cavill more than women. Like they were like, "Oh my god, look at him."
Yeah.
I
Understandable.
I love it. I love it. I think like he will be a good guest.
No, I think that's a good one for sure. Yeah, he's
I would
definitely into
like
gaming.
to know now.
So, Henry Cavill, if you play RuneScape, hit us up and we could all raid.
Thank you.
Thanks. But we have to do splits. If you get a T-bow, I want to split.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Oh my
question.
god.
Uh,
Okay.
Harger on Disc said, "What are the best and worst updates since OSRS's release?" They said,
Oh, that's tricky because I have not been playing since RuneScape released.
"Okay, what is since you started
Uh,
playing? Maybe then."
mm, Let me think. I think my favorites upgrades were like the Cox updates. Just
So
because
good.
I think like they are very good. Like the yellows on the floor, the chest update inside the raids, the reloading for scouting,
Yep.
everything is just positive for me.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can say that is like bad.
Agreed. They're all
Um,
amazing, honestly.
I'm thinking about like an update that I hate.
Or your
Um,
least favorite if you don't hate any.
Mm, I'm thinking about it because if I had to say like I don't like killing, so I feel like the upgrades on skilling I don't really
Ooh.
love, but at the same time they kind of make easier to like do the skills. So
Yeah, like forestry and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a like one singular one that I can remember that have ruined anything for me.
That's good that nothing's
But
affected you in that way.
yeah, but I don't love the or like the forestry or like the
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't love it. It's like I
Okay.
don't hate it either.
It's just
Yeah.
like there and you don't care about it really.
Yeah, I don't love the idea of getting a new skill just because I don't like skilling, but maybe it's a good skill. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see
Maybe
how
that
sailing
one.
goes. I have no idea what to think. I'm tentatively excited, but I don't
We'll
know.
see.
Yeah.
I guess.
Matt on disc asked, "What OSRS activity causes you the most stress?" What is it?
Skilling.
Skilling? No way. The
No,
most.
no. I mean, the stress, as in like nerves. I think it could be for Sunnis and hyping is pretty
Oh,
and it's like nerve wracking.
I was like,
Or
no
like
way.
getting spike lags when I'm on Inferno because like I died so many times because I couldn't like one tick flick or like
Yep.
I dropped. Yeah, that is stressing. PKing is also one thing that stressed the hell out of me.
It's
Just
very
because
sweaty.
yeah, but I like it. I don't know if it counts because it's stressing, but I like it.
I think it counts.
Mm-hmm.
You can be stressful
That
and
will
still
be
like
the
it.
thing. Yeah,
That's a good
I'm
one.
in.
Yeah, if you answered skilling when you've done Inferno, I would have been like, you're insane.
I mean, it's not stressing as in like I
You just don't
cannot do
like
it,
it.
but
Yeah.
I don't have patience. Yeah, it's like I get bored so easily. It's like I
Yeah.
want to kill something. Yeah,
I feel that too. Next
but
up,
I'm getting there.
yeah. I'm making you
I
skill
will
right
max it in
now.
like 5 years. Yeah, I'm skilling. I haven't stopped fishing.
I just need to
I
keep
didn't even got one level, man. It's so slow. I swear to God.
fishing sucks so bad. I've been fishing while I stream like leagues. I just do that on my main and it's yeah, it sucks. It's so bad. It's too slow.
I might get a level right here though.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Thank you.
All right. 6'3" but ADHD on your Discord asked, if you had decent ping, do you think you would be unstoppable?
I think I will be better, and I think I will die like a lot less.
Yeah.
But I'm still very easy to distract, and I like people too much. So
Yeah.
I think that if I got the like I've been trying or like thinking about going for CAs,
Hmm.
and like most of them like I can do them, but the thing is that I don't have the patience to do them.
Yeah.
Maybe with less ping I will be like more motivated,
So you wouldn't be
especially
as much
because
of
I
a
wouldn't be
grind.
yeah, I wouldn't be like dying when I don't deserve to. So it will be more exciting for real.
I
I don't
think
know if I
you'd
will
be
be
unstoppable.
unstoppable, but I will be pretty good.
You'd be a RuneScape god.
So
And then,
we,
hmm?
if I travel, someone has to lend me a computer, so I try, please, guys.
Oh my gosh, yes. If
That
you
would be crazy.
someone bring their laptop to RuneFest, you could try it with good ping.
Oh, that would be insane. I guess that I will be bad first because I have to get used to it because I'm so used
You're
to
yeah, you have to
that game.
plan now.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true. Um, there's a few different questions from Barry from your Discord. So the first one, asking, was this your first league and did you enjoy it? If not, what was different from the others? And would you join the
Uh,
next league?
it's not my first league.
Okay.
It's my third league. I actually
Oh,
played like ever since I started playing RuneScape, I played all the leagues.
cute.
So my first league I barely played because it was when I barely knew the game and I stream in Spanish and I didn't really have friends like playing with me that much. I didn't have
Yeah.
many friends then. The second one I got a little bit like more in it, but my friends quit it before me, so I was like
Oh,
very lonely. And this one, I felt like the first weeks where like people is more excited and like the Jennings leagues.
Yep.
I was like in my hardest work week ever. So I
No.
missed most of the time. And when I joined, I felt like I was like pretty much behind everyone else. So
Aw.
I played pretty much like I got very excited about it for like 2 weeks or like a week and a half, and then I like just stopped playing because like my friends were already in Dragon tier, and I was like so
Aw.
behind that I felt like I could not catch up.
Yeah.
I do think like Leagues is a very good thing. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I
Hmm.
think it's pretty fun and pretty motivating. And I absolutely adore that item from last leagues where you can like walk and like train agility. That would change my life
Oh
forever.
my gosh, imagine.
I love it.
The
But I
trickster.
think like I enjoyed all of the leagues. There are things that one of the best experiences to like go and do roads and like wait for people to do attacks so you can do it, and like all the people getting mad to other people for like cutting the line. It's so funny. Like killing the lesser demon.
Yeah, I loved the little line for it. That was adorable.
Yeah. And I had to do one to cut like the tree on the potato land or whatever.
I saw a line there
That's pretty
too.
fun. I adore like leagues, but I just didn't commit that much this time. Maybe next time I go harder.
So you think
I
you'd
have
play
to,
leagues next time too?
yeah, I think so.
Okay,
It's probable.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mary also asked, "What are your current goals on your main and your iron?"
On my item, I did recently Monkey Madness too, and I wanted to do Dragon Slayer too. So I've been working on like the requirements, but I
Hmm.
haven't been playing it lately, so I am pretty much behind with it. On my main account, um, I would like to go for CAs to get like
Hey.
master.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Mm. I have to do it. I have to do it. But every time I go like, okay, I will go do skill the I don't know
CA.
broadcast CAs.
Yeah.
Like someone comes to my stream and goes like, "Yo, come top instead," and I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, that's more fun.
On my last Sabaton, uh, on my last Sabathon, I had one goal that was to do 3 CAs. So I got people to do like top CAs of
Aw.
the Oliviero's weapons one. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
I did triple jet with the different weapons, and I did 4 jets as well.
Oh my gosh.
I still have to try 5 and 6 jets. I haven't tried yet, but I like it when I'm live and like I just got a fishing level. Let's go!
Hey, GZ,
Yeah.
GZ.
So the thing is that I think like I will like go for them if I'm live and people is like helping me and talking to
Yeah.
me. I've done a couple of them lately. I currently want to do Borkath ones, but I don't
Nice.
want to do Borkath, so it's complicated.
It's a complicated situation.
How to do Borkath CAs without doing Borkath or OSRS
That's
Google.
what I'm wondering too, because I also don't want to go to Forecast. Not my favorite.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like I used to be big fan when I first started because it was like everything was new.
yeah.
But now it's like,
Now you're over it.
yeah.
Same,
I don't know
honestly.
that.
Mary also asked, "What are your plans for RuneFest, and who are you excited to meet there?" So I guess pretending you're going for sure, what would you plan on doing, and who do you want to meet?
Oh, I will like 100% would love to go and meet the girls from Scenarios. Like
Yay!
we definitely have to get a girl day out or something.
So cute.
I think like Megan is one of the people, and Elisa are two of the people that like encouraged me the most of like trying to go at first. Like when I first like
Aw.
started talking about like TwitchCon or RunFest.
Yeah.
But people from that server, there's like a lot of women that I would love to meet. Then like my close friends from like Latin America, they're probably not going, so I'm not gonna mention
Mhm.
them, but I still love them and I would love to meet them.
Yep.
Um Yeah, I would love to go to Mexico to meet them too.
I
But
want to go
it's
to Mexico.
like I would love to meet oh my god, I don't want to give names and forget people and I will feel bad about it, you
No,
know?
it's okay. You don't have to
Like
name names if you're afraid of that.
well, I promise Matt and Sapphire that we're going out together with
Oh,
Barry if I go. But EXO is a person that I would love to meet. Tom, I would love to meet Tom. I mean, if my friends from the US, guys, Laura, Dirk, Lost, Mariah, Pandy, Niv Niv, I would love to meet all of them. They are not
I
streamers, but they're people from my community. And I could be naming people like all day because
know.
there's so many people that I will be excited to
I
meet.
feel like you have so many people in
I
your
would love to meet
community.
Travis. I'm a close friends with him. I would love to meet him too. Um, like I literally could be talking about people all day, but
That's okay. Basically,
like
everyone.
like at least the people that I have like close friendships or like I how do you say watch their streams.
Yeah.
Like I would love to meet Boaty and Jesse too and Hannah. I think they are all very talented and good at what they do and
Aw.
I they look like very lovely people. And most of all I would like to meet like my friends. Like I think like even if I don't name every single one of them that I want to meet, like they know who they are and I
Yeah.
have spoke about this with them and some of them are like, "You are going, right? Because I want to go if you go." And I'm like,
Aw.
I hope so.
I hope it works out for
But
you.
yeah, me too, actually. There is a lot of people. DeFi, I also would love to meet him. I think that he might be like super fun. But I don't know. There's like a
You
lot
know,
of
like
people.
everyone. You're so cool. You know so many
I
people.
don't know. I don't know if it's mutual though. I don't know
It
if they want to
probably
meet me
is.
too.
Just sing them a little song and they'll fall in love and be like, oh my god, she's my best friend.
I will whisper on the ears of like Morash, like, please hire me. I can sing you a concert here. Let me stay.
Let me stay. Let me work for you.
Yeah, adopt me. She was like,
That's so cute.
um, there's so many cool people that I met through this, and getting to know them, I will be like,
That'd be amazing.
yeah, 100%.
Oh.
I will love that.
We have
Um,
some in real life Q&A too. Or sorry, did
let's
you want to
see.
say more on that?
No, I mean, like, there's a lot
Okay.
to say, but at the same time, I'm never gonna be over if I continue.
Okay, all good. So starting out from Mary. Mary asked a lot of questions. Thank you, Mary.
We love Mary. Mary's Argentina too.
Oh wait, really? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
are you planning to record music for Spotify?
Yes.
Ooh.
I cannot give a lot of like information about it because
Mhm.
I have the strong belief that when you speak a lot about something that you're working on and you want it to happen, like sometimes doesn't ended up happening.
Okay.
So
We'll leave
I
it
will
at that.
keep that. Yeah, I will keep it to myself, but um I would just say that yes, it's on my plans and that I hopefully 2024 is the year that I actually make it happen.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Yeah,
2024
I
is going to be
hope
such a good
so.
year for you.
Mostly will be on Spanish though, but I will try to include some English here and there so you can like
Even if I don't know what you're saying, I'll still vibe with it.
let go. I will make translations.
Thank you. Are you going to be more active on your music YouTube channel?
No, I don't think I will be more active on YouTube
Mhm.
channel like for music, but I am definitely active right now in Twitter, on in TikTok and in Instagram doing like shorts.
Yeah.
And I recorded today 3 more songs to upload there. But at some point, I would like to do it on YouTube, but I would like to do it with my own songs. So I'm not there
Aw,
yet.
that's
So
amazing.
in long term, probably yes, but in short term, probably no.
Okay. Uh, Justin asked, which countries would you want to visit?
Oh, well, I already mentioned Greece.
Yep.
One of my dreams is to go see the Northern Lights. Like, I don't know
Yes.
where you can see them, but anywhere that you can see them, like, that will be
I know
one
you
of my
can
dreams.
in Iceland and some other places, but I
I
know
will I
Iceland.
would love to. I would love to travel around my own country first, though. I would
Yeah.
like to get to know all the landscapes that I can in here, but I also would like to go to basically everywhere else. But the ones that
Same.
I will put on the list, as in like the most, I would like to go with my mom to New York for Christmas or Halloween.
Oh,
Those are the dates that I would like to see how the holidays goes there because like it's pretty different in here.
yeah.
And my mom really likes musical theater, so I think I would love to go to some New York for like some,
Like
you
Broadway.
know, theater. I would love to go
Yeah.
see the musical theater of The Lion King. That is one of the things that I would
Oh,
love to do.
so
It's my
dope.
favorite Disney movie.
I love The Lion King.
I love Disney. I want to go Disney so bad, man. I
Okay.
love that.
If you could
I saw
somehow
you were going in the IRL stream. I remember.
Yeah, I did an in real life Disneyland stream. I was gonna say if somehow you could come to the US and if you come to California, I will go to Disneyland with you. That'd be so much fun.
Oh, I will love that 100%. And Harry Potter Land. Oh, I
Yeah, we'll go to
love the
Universal
universe. So
Studios.
yeah, I'm a big fan
Oh my gosh,
of.
that'd be so cool.
I would like to go to New Zealand
New Zealand's
because
so
I've seen so
pretty.
crazy landscapes. Is it the place where they recorded the Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
too, or
New
am I getting it
Zealand.
wrong? Like, yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm a big fan of that movie too, and I've read the books. Most people doesn't know that I like reading. I like Stephen King and
Wait,
fantasy.
I love Stephen King. Let's go.
Is my favorite one.
Oh my
I
god,
love him. I read him on Spanish though, but I have like
that's so
well,
cool.
I
What
love him.
what's your favorite book by Stephen King? That's a question for me.
Um, I don't know the name in English. Let me Google it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Uh, I like. Is it the Shining?
The Shining, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good book. I
Hmm.
also have read the Dome,
Oh my god, The
but
Dome was a lot.
it's a lot. But I think The Shining was the first book that actually get me feeling stuff.
Oh
As in
really?
like scary.
Yeah.
Way more than the movie. The movie. I
Yeah.
was like the book got me like my hair on the body was like,
Like getting chills.
yeah, chills 100%. And I know it might be like the most like famous movie, but I don't know if it's the most famous book or not, but I think it's a great book. I loved it.
Hmm.
Um but it's El Resplandor in Spanish. I didn't know the name in
It
English.
sounds so pretty in Spanish. And then in English it's just The Shining.
El Resplandor. There you go, guys.
I'm scared to even try to
Um
say it.
the problem with the people with the Spanish is rolling the R's mostly.
I'm so bad at the rolling the R's.
But
It sounds great though.
and I will also love to go Amsterdam.
Yeah. I need to move there
I
and you
don't
can just stay
know.
with me.
Yeah, there's so many places I want to go. I couldn't like. I would love to go to meet like Mexico
Hmm.
and Caribbean Isles, and I
Yeah.
know everything is. When you don't know anything, everything is exciting, and that is the place where I am right now. And I think it's a pretty good place to be because everything is new, everything is exciting, and everything like changed my mind. I actually paid for a vacation this summer in advance for like 3 months ago,
Hmm.
and I'm going to meet one like city in the north of Argentina, which it's called Jujuy. It's like one of our provinces, and the landscapes looks amazing.
She sent me
I
pictures
will
before
make
we
sure to.
started. It looks
Yeah, I will make
fake.
sure to send you. Like last year, I got to see the Iguazu Falls, and this year I get to see the north of my own country, and I think it's pretty cool.
That's so fun.
But basically, I would like to be everywhere, but
Yep.
those are some countries that I dreamed or have specific reasons to go to.
Yeah. I'm like the same as you. I kind of just want to go everywhere.
Um,
Yeah. I'm trying to do the same that you're doing though, because like obviously I want to like move and travel, but I don't have money. So I'm trying to like enjoy stuff around me more. Like actually do more things outside of my apartment to like
yeah,
to more trying to appreciate it
I feel
more.
it. I get the feeling.
Yeah. Um Next question. Mary also said, "Why are you so hot?" Do you have a response?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Mary, I love you. I think that you know,
I love
I
that you're
don't
trying to answer this. You don't have to answer it.
I don't know what to say, guys. Like,
Just
I
ooh.
think I started therapy.
That changes
I
everything.
swear that changes everything because
Hot girls go to
I feel
therapy.
good with. I think like yeah, 100%. But I feel like when you feel good with yourself and when you like yourself as a person, like the outside also like changes.
I totally agree.
I think like I've been much healthy about myself lately. I'm eating good, training, dancing again. And if you think, Mary, if you think I'm hot now, wait till you see me in a couple of months after of all this training that I'm doing. Okay.
Oh my god. She's only gonna get hotter from here, everyone.
I hope so. Like I think like I like big minds
Mm-hmm.
more than big bodies. So
Yeah.
at some point, like yeah, it's a plus, but at the same time, if you like who you are as a person and you're a good person, at some
Yeah.
point,
I think that makes you
it's
attractive, being a good person.
aw,
And you're just
you're
really
hot.
hot too, though.
Hmm.
I will compliment your appearance as well.
Oh my god, I'm flushed.
Trollin on Discord. You kind of already talked about this earlier, but I'll ask it anyway. Trollin asked, "What got you started in music, singing, and dancing?"
Well, basically, the story about how I got my first scholarship was the main thing, but I will say that my family has a big part of that because ever since I was a kid, like they were like, you know, stimulating or like our creativity on our artistic side because they
Yeah.
are musicians and I think like I got my favorite band out of them too, and like the music that I like has been like mutating, and everyone in my family has like different tastes, but we have some love in common, and that is Queen.
Oh,
And I love
cool.
Queen with my life. I
I
think
need to
like
hear you
everyone in
sing
my
Queen.
family, and I think that my dad and my mom are the people that got me into like music for the first place. Then I got the luck on life to get like scholarship and to get amazing people during the process of learning arts that
Mm-hmm.
kept me in that side. But I just think like life is more beautiful with music and art in it. So why not
Yeah.
making it like my lifestyle?
I love that. That's so sweet. That's such a good answer.
Shout
um,
out my mom.
Similar to that, Moses from Twitter asked, "How young were you when you found out you had an amazing singing voice? And did your family make you pursue singing, dancing, or was it always something that you wanted to do?"
Feel like it complements with the last answer at some
Okay.
point because I was very young when I started doing it. So I don't really know if it's something that I've always wanted or if I got like the urge of doing it there. But
Yeah.
I just know that when I do it, I feel good and I'm happy. So I don't want to stop.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I also like studying and I like math and
Mm-hmm.
I went to the university for math, then I left it because I wanted to pursue dancing. And I was like, when I'm older, I can still like study economics, but maybe not dance. So I want to do the
True.
best of my body while I can.
Oh, that's so true. Also, that you like math.
But
I hate math. So I admire
I
you
like,
for that.
I love Sudoku too.
Okay, I've been
That
playing
is my
Sudoku.
whole woman.
It's so
Let's
much
go.
fun. I've been playing it every morning. That's also partly why it took forever to get out of bed and I was late because I was playing Sudoku on my phone.
Let's go. You're forgiven. Just because I like Sudoku, I like
Thank
it.
you. Last question. I hope this is the last question.
Of
Hopefully I'm not
course.
missing anything. But Matt on Discord asked, "What in real life activity causes you the most stress?"
IRL life activity
Mhm.
stress. I I don't know if this is an activity, but the thing that caused me the most stress is like being late. I
Oh
am a
no, and
very
I was
punctual
late for you.
person. No, 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 no. Not, but I was not.
Okay, okay.
Like, I don't like being late to places. Like, I'm
Mhm.
very responsible. And when it's not my fault, and like, I think public transport doesn't help either.
Yeah, it's very,
I think those are the things that stress me the most. And
very
also, having to talk to people in the gym is something that stress the hell out of me.
really?
Like, I'm very outgoing, but I don't like talking to people in the gym or asking for help or like
Yep.
I get very shy.
Yeah, I feel that too.
I
I
don't know
wouldn't have
if it's
expected
like
that.
the thing that caused me the most stress, but it's one of the things that I like. For example, when I have to plan shows and like artistic, like with my students or with myself, is something that stress me out, but in a good way, you know.
Yeah.
Because like I want everything to go perfectly smoothly, and sometimes doesn't happen. I think that is something that is not as like smooth, and I get very stressed about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like
And something that stressed me out a lot is going back home at night alone. Being
okay,
at night alone in the street is something that scared the hell out of me.
I don't want you to ever do that. I want you to have a bodyguard to go with you.
Please,
I'm
any
s-
bodyguards in the chat?
I hate walking on the dark. That's why like daylight savings like it gets darker earlier now. I get so creeped out even just being in our parking lot behind our apartment. I'm like, "Oh, this feels creepy."
I know, I feel that so much, but I don't know if they count as activities
Mhm.
explicitly because
Something you
it's
just have
like
to
just like a
do.
situation. Yeah, exactly. You have to live with it. But but I don't know. Like I think those are things that I don't like to do. I don't
Yeah.
like ordering things from phone. I don't like that. That stress me
Really?
out too.
I thought
Calling to our order for something, I hate it.
you're so social. That's like so surprising.
Why?
I don't, cause like I have really, I'm the opposite of you. I think like I am more shy, like talking to people and stuff. But I'm totally fine calling people on the phone. But you're so outgoing, but you don't like to call people on the phone to order stuff. It just seems so
Yeah.
silly. Yeah, I imagine you just like confident talking to anyone about anything.
Oh, I have a good answer. This is the final
Okay.
answer. I have two things in life that scares the hell out of me. One of them, like, is like for real a thing that could be dangerous, and the other one is a thing that it has like no sense, and I don't know why, but it's just it. Um,
Okay.
Being around butterflies stress the hell out of me. I hate them. They scare me. I
Um.
don't like them. And the other thing that I think that I will hate the most is like roller coasters or things that makes me be high because I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
Like the plane didn't scared me, but like when I am like on a balcony, I have to sit on the floor or something. Like I get
Really?
freak
Oh,
out. Yeah.
wow. I like get nervous seeing heights, but I'm not really scared of heights like that. That sucks.
I mean, like I'm working on it. Like when I went on vacation on like the falls, like there's
I
so
was
many
just
butterflies, and I
thinking of
hate
all this.
that. Yeah, it was a bad like destination for me. But I started like working on like improving that.
Yeah, you did it and you had fun. You're making progress.
I loved it.
Yay, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. My friend was like about to like kick me when she heard me like screaming at a butterfly. She was like, "Are you kidding me? Like it's a butterfly?" And I was
Literally
like,
just a butterfly. That's so funny that you are afraid of butterflies.
"Get away from me!"
I think they're so cute. But to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
What?
oh, sorry, what was that?
No, not something. I thought you say something.
Oh no. I was playing in my other headphones, so I didn't hear for a second. I was like, hey, my bad.
Ah, it's okay.
um, that's it for the Q&A though. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. It was my first time on a podcast, and I had a lot of fun.
You
And the
literally
time
are
went
so
by
good
like
at
smoothly as.
We recorded for so much longer than I thought. I thought it'd be like maybe 2 hours, and it's been almost 2.5. And we were talking for like an
Wow.
hour beforehand. This has been so much fun.
And you and we could continue for hours if we wanted to.
Literally, I need to go get a snack, but that's the only thing keeping me. I'm just like, tell me more
And I
stories.
need to go. I need to go on a dinner with
Yeah.
my friend.
It
But
was so much fun.
it was super fun, and I'm very glad that you invited me. And
Yeah. Thanks
I
for
hope
joining.
everyone that listens to this enjoys this as much as much as we did.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to say like your Twitch and your social media name so people could follow you?
Okay, my Twitch is Ellie, like it sounds, Elliedd.
Mhm.
The DDs are not because of what most people think. I didn't know all
Oh,
this when I created this name,
stop. I never thought of
but
that.
I have people told me before, so
God
I'm
damn
used to it.
it.
And then my TikTok and Instagram is typed in Spanish,
Mhm.
so it's ELI.DONDERO. I will probably DM it to you if you want to leave it there, like the
Yeah.
link.
I'll put in the link as well.
Because it's a little bit hard to find it otherwise. But
That's
I'm
okay.
LEDD on Twitter as well, but it has two E's at first, just
Mhm.
because the person with the LEDD name didn't want to give it to me. So
Ah.
I'm stuck with another E.
How dare they?
But I think like we can like continue talking an hour time.
Yeah, Lou.
I don't feel like I have anything specific to say, but
Alright.
um
Thank you so much
thank
for
you for
joining
inviting me.
me.
Thank you everyone that did ask questions for me to reply. It was very fun.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful of all the community that I have, and all the people and friends that I made on the way, and my family and friends IRL too for supporting me to do what I want to do. And it's been a fun road. So
Oh my, you're
it's
literally the most wholesome person in the world.
stop.
You're so sweet. Oh my god.
Stop. I'm gonna vlog.
But yeah.
But I will be definitely down to repeat this another time. I have so many stories. We
Yeah,
can save
I'll
some in case I travel, I
yeah.
can tell Elvira.
I'll have to ask you back again and also so I can make you go fishing and get some skills up.
I got, guys, 83 fishing,
Huge.
and that is the most skill that I've done in the whole year, guys. You're welcome.
It worked. I tricked you into skilling.
That worked perfectly fine, guys. Someday I will get better, I promise. Someone
Slowly.
has to take this tricking. I want to do that, but this, that is the most fun skill so far.
Good.
Thank
Um,
you so much for inviting me.
yeah, thank you. And thanks everyone for listening. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.